Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us on another Sky Timber. Today we are talking about Point Break again because they made two of them. Utah. Two of them. I'm Jack.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Derek.
This is Bad Movies,
Worst People.
We did it all together. It's fine.
I love it.
Wow. That was a great intro, guys.
That's a fantastic intro. Derek, you did a great job.
I know. I'm sad that we were almost done using it.
No, I meant our intro where we stumbled over each other like a bad skydiving prank.
I didn't know what to do. I'm not used to being in the passenger seat.
He's
It's
really
all right.
not. It's very rare he lets me drive.
Just sit there and
Also-
take it.
It's because I'm a woe man.
I can't believe I didn't think of that.
Menopause for a second. It's because you are a whoa man. Yeah.
Whoa,
I thought of it just like right before we started. It was like, they made two of these movies. Utah. Two.
But yes, we are here this week to talk about the 2015 remake of Point Break.
Kinda.
Okay, so keep it on
I
the
mean-
screen really quick.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Jack, does he
Yes.
not look like a Wish.com version of Sean Bean?
Oh, on the right? Yeah, because on the left we have Wish.com Javier Bardem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
It's,
Sean Bean and Javier Bardem in another world. And
Better
man,
movie.
Better movie. I don't know if they're going to be doing all these wild ass stunts and shit though.
Well,
Don't
the only
care.
thing
Better
is,
movie.
the only thing is, Sean Bean would be
Sean
the
Bean
hair
would
color
be
would still be
dead.
correct to the original because Sean
Sean
Bean would have to be Bodhi because he's a bad guy and he dies.
I mean, just because he dies, simple enough, dude. They flip the switch and they're like, Utah dies in this one. Why? Well, we cast Sean Bean. What do you fucking mean? Why? Our hands are tied.
So I will say,
Let's go
like you
around
said-
real
like-
quick.
Well, like you said, for real quick, I said it was kind of a remake, or you said
Yeah.
I said it was a remake. You said kind of. It was a lot more of a remake than I remembered from when we saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
but it didn't feel like it originally was. It felt
Yes,
like they
I
had
agree.
a script, and then when they went in and doctored it to because they decided it's a remake of Point Break, then they were like, okay, let's put in this line and this reference and this thing and this thing. And it didn't.
I still think
They
that's
didn't
what
have to-
happened. They just added more. They're like, all right, put a love interest because I don't think that she's originally in this movie. I mean, she's a pale comparison to any sort of character that Lori Petty played.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like the great and almighty Lori Petty. She had lines. She had fucking, development and shit like that. This was just like, here's a hot chick with an accent. Hope you like seeing her in her underwear.
Spoiler alert: this chick dies, and I had no emotional reaction. I mean, I don't
Absolutely.
cry to movies and
Did
stuff.
I?
No, nobody did.
That's
because you don't know who this character is.
If I don't cry, you fucked up.
I was
She
a little
does-
sad
I
because
cried at Hardball.
I was a little
Hardball.
sad because the first time we see her, she's in a bikini and she's very buxom.
Yeah, she
and so I
is.
was sad that person was no longer on this planet. But other than that, I didn't care.
And they get a yacht full of boobs. Trust me.
We did.
But I want to go around real quick and just, obviously, Derek kind of answered this question. Who has seen this before?
We both saw it in theaters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, in theaters. So you were
Yeah.
hopeful or bored?
Well,
Hopeful,
at the
but-
time, we were going every Tuesday, cheap day.
Okay.
We were going to the Roadhouse Theater because they had just recently opened. It was like, oh, you can get, some food and some beer. It was the first time we had something like that here
we
in
were
Tucson.
in the beginning of our relationship.
Well, and we both had Tuesdays off.
Yeah.
And movies were $5. So we went pretty much every Tuesday. And I saw the trailer and I was like, that's not Point Break, but it looks like it'll be fun to see on a big screen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the stunts are good and they are
Yeah.
fun to see on a big screen.
They were.
This was at
But-
a time where I was in a relationship where we weren't going to the movies. We were doing a lot of rentals.
Oh.
So this came out and it was like the same kind of thing. Like, it's movie date night. Let's fucking pop it on and hope for the best. Especially because the girl I was dating was a fucking turn your brain off action fan. Like her one of her favorite actors has got to be Jerry Butts.
Oh.
But the
okay.
difference here for a date night movie is the other one has Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves. So
Gets you
by the
hot
end
and
of it,
bothered.
everybody's all wet and creamy.
Yeah, that there is some sexual energy you can take home from that one. This has no energy, I think.
This has no energy, but you have like generic white guy who has it's nothing. I mean, I don't
see
get
him
it.
again, by the way.
Because
I
saw
found
him in
out
some stuff.
He does Cobra Commander in the second live action G.I. Joe, which is just
really? I didn't see
awful.
that one.
and
But this
then-
guy, I mean, this guy's steamy.
yeah, he's steamy, but he's also bland to me. Like he does not. I said the Wish.com
I've-
Javier Bardem because he doesn't command a room. Yes, Whitney.
I've seen him in other things.
Borderlands.
Is that what it was? No.
He is in Borderlands.
Yeah, but I
let me look real quick. I have it
That's
here.
he popped up in Borderlands, and I was like, I know this fucking cat. And then I
Right?
looked it up, and I was like, oh,
He was in Jungle Cruise. He starred in Zero Dark 30, which, funny enough, was directed by Catherine Bigelow, who directed the original Point Break, and was the movie that became her highest-grossing movie after Point Break.
Okay.
So
I had made a comment
tap,
last
tippy tap.
night. Instead of calling it Point Break and like just doing a reboot, they could have just done a long sequel and been like, "No, I'm Bigelow. My dad was Utah," and like
adrenaline junkies. Just call adrenaline junkies. Change all the fucking names.
that was my other thing.
on our Patreon episode, we talked about whether or not there was a planned sequel to the original, and I told you guys about the one from 1993 that was supposed to happen. There was also, I found out reading about this one that was in development hell forever and ended up being scrapped, that kind of probably ended up becoming this, that was a sequel, but it had, like this, it had nothing to do with the original except for it was like federal agent outlaw kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it was... they could have
Mad
done
Lib
something like that
movie.
in there because that'd be like their year-long sequel. Maybe it would have been like Johnny Utah trained me. Or
You know what's
something like
crazy?
that.
Something I just realized. In the original, he seduces Lori Petty to get into the group. He
Yeah.
kind of seduces Bodhi in this one.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Like not
100%.
sexually, but romantically, I would say. Like
they-
they are in fucking love with each other. Where the Keanu Reeves
really
and
are.
Patrick Swayze, and if you are in love with them, that's fine, dude. Make them gay. I don't give a fuck. It's just that Patrick Swayze Keanu Reeves relationship built. You watched it blossom. You know, it was like, oh, I've got a little interest in you. Oh, you're fucking charismatic as hell. And then this
It's
one
not
was just
romance.
like, yeah. I mean, you can call it a romance. Drop the bro. It's okay to love people.
It
The
is
funny
okay.
thing about this one, so there's a review I saw on Letterboxd, and the guy gave it 5 stars, but you can tell it's like an ironic 5 stars. I think. This character's name is Jack Flack, or this reviewer's name is Jack Flack,
Oh, Jacqueline.
and he has a picture of Jack from Hook dressed as a pirate as his profile picture.
Nice.
But he made a good point that I didn't realize until he said it, and I was like, holy shit, they did do this. So the balls on this movie, of all the absurd shit it asks you to buy into, it draws the line at asking you to believe a guy would be named Johnny Utah and has not one, but 2 scenes to explain how that could be possible.
yeah.
They explain twice why his name is Utah.
Yeah, once to the incomparable Delroy,
Yes.
and then the other one to this
The
very
mountains.
comparable Bodhi.
Yeah, because he's talking to Delroy Lindo, and he's like, oh, it's just, my name is whatever the fuck he said. I don't know.
Bigelow.
Bigelow, which is a mountain.
Okay, well, it's also probably a reference for Catherine Bigelow. It's another one of their very clumsily handled references, which we'll get to
yeah.
a few of those. So I didn't catch the name, but Utah was a name my co-students got from YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when he's talking to Bodhi, he's like, my mother was a Ute Indian, and da-da-da.
Which-
And I'm like, dude.
Dude, come on.
Obviously,
say
she
anything.
wasn't.
Say anything else, man.
Also,
He's got the pigmentation of an Irishman.
He could have been an SOA. I mean,
Yeah.
Did I mention he's Aussie?
no.
So I looked at his IMDb, and that's
Okay.
another reason I think that he'll be back is because he did some Ozploitation action. Looks like.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't
maybe he'll
go
be
through his
better at
stuff
that.
too much.
I looked it up, and I thought maybe that's why he's so clumsily delivering everything because he's hiding his Aussie
Okay.
accent. That
Yeah,
might
you
make
can
sense
see-
why it seems a little dull.
His face is weird on some things.
Yeah.
It's just his face.
So let's do the tail of the tape, as Jack says.
Okay.
You said it.
So first of all, this movie's rated PG-13, whereas the original is rated R. Go fuck yourself.
Add more fucks.
Yeah, more fucks. You know what? I mean, the other original had nipples. This is 2015. You don't want to put nipples in. That's great. Have these guys saying fuck. Because you know who's going to say fuck? A dude falling off a mountain.
Give me some naked booties.
Give me
Yeah.
some bloodshed.
You know what?
This
it's
skirts
the
it,
modern
though.
day. Show us a dick.
Yeah.
Every
it's
other
the
movie
year of the
does.
This
snake.
was 10 years ago.
I know, but it was already starting.
Danny McBride just hadn't fucking hosted too many shows yet.
That's what I was going to say. Danny McBride was already making shit. I'm pretty sure that Vice Principals was on.
Yeah.
Probably a dick
That
in
sounds
that.
about right. There's definitely a dick. His name is Walton Goggins, and he's delightful.
But this is directed by a guy named Erickson Core. And if you recognize that name,
I thought it was Eric Sincor. It's Erickson.
No, this isn't a
Core.
Star Wars name. But this guy has it's commendable, but it would explain why the movie just falls flat. He is a cinematographer, and he directs and cinematographies. He
that's the
directs
right term.
He directs the film and the photography for all the movies he's made.
Okay.
Okay.
And you can see it on this. I didn't like the desaturated thing, but that's what we were doing in the mid 2010s, where everything's just like the colors are all sucked out a little bit, but it looks decent, and it's because this guy is a cinematographer. The only other stuff I saw that he directed was a movie Jack might have seen. It's called Invincible from 2006, starring Marky Mark.
Yeah, you bet your fucking ass. I'm playing for the Eagles. At least I'm trying to. That's the fucking point of the thing. There was a fucking football strike. My character said, hey, I could do that. Went out, tried out, Invincible. Boom.
So there you go. That's what that's about. And then
Based on a true story or something.
I think this movie put him in director jail because after this, he directed 7 TV episodes total of various shows and a Disney movie that none of us heard of called Togo, starring Willem Dafoe, but it looks like it's kind of what's that movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. and dogs,
Snow dogs.
something
Sled
like that.
dogs?
Sled dogs, whatever it is.
Eight
looks
below?
like it looks like
That's
I was going to say,
Furious.
there's
Well,
Paul Walker. Yeah, there's like a
Yeah.
slew of those fucking movies.
it looks like a more serious version of that. It says like the harrowing true story or some shit, and it's just Willem
Just go
Dafoe
watch
and
Iron
a
Will.
dog.
Right?
Yeah.
Just go watch
Maybe
Iron Will.
maybe that's what it is. It's just their modern remake of Iron Will.
Because
I like
they can
that.
remake all their
Or
movies
White
all the time.
Fang.
But
yeah.
funny enough, you know what else this guy was a director of photography on? I talked about it a lot while we were talking about Point Break. The Fast and the Furious.
Oh, really? Since you've said that, I can't get it out of my head. And I was watching this, and I'm like, this is just a Fast and Furious remake. Oh, wait. Yeah, it is.
This is a remake of Fast and the Furious, which was a remake of Point Break.
Especially the moment where they sit down at the table and they're all holding hands. I'm like, somebody please whisper in a deep voice, family. Just fucking say family. Get it? Yes, right there. Somebody say family or get it out of my fucking face.
In my notes, I wrote family in bold.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad it wasn't just me.
But this one is written by a guy who we've had on the show before as a writer, and we will have on the show again as a writer and a director. Kurt Wimmer, if that name sounds familiar.
It doesn't.
Which it shouldn't. He wrote Sphere, Jack's favorite movie.
Puh.
He also wrote and directed Equilibrium and Ultraviolet.
We saw Ultraviolet in theaters,
That's a
right?
stinker
No.
of a fucking movie.
We did not see Ultraviolet in theaters. I did not. I think I saw Ultraviolet part of one time. That's Mila Jovovich.
Yeah,
Oh.
but it does
I think
have that
it-
actor
I
that
think
you
it's like
like.
2006.
Oh, I remember that now.
It does
'Cause that
have the
was-
actor that,
Who do
that
I-
you from
Me or
Drive.
her?
You. He's in Armageddon. He's an astronaut.
Armageddon.
He's in bad
Oh,
movies and makes them good.
Yeah. Whose name I'm drawing a blank on right now, but I know who you're talking about.
Scott something.
All I'm thinking of right now is Drive Angry.
That was
Fucking-
an MTV show back in the 90s, right? And they were trying
No,
to...
that was you're thinking of Aeon,
Aeon
Flux,
Flux.
which
Oh.
had Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
You don't remember Ultraviolet, and you shouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think anybody should. I've
well,
seen it.
if it came out in 06, I was probably pregnant. So
I think it was like 06. But this guy directed those 2 movies and then was never allowed to direct again.
Or wrote him or both.
He wrote and directed them. And then for some reason, okay, this is what baffled me the most. He wrote the Total Recall remake from 2012. And yet they still let him write the Point Break remake from 2015.
I never saw that. I never saw that Total Recall one.
Oh, it's hot trash.
I thought so by the trailer.
He also wrote a remake of Children of the Corn. He wrote Expendables 4, and he wrote The Beekeeper.
Oh, God.
And
Those
I was
are movies
kind of,
that already write themselves. Like, all right, here's what we do. We got a bunch of action guys. Give them like a generic job, then have them go kick some ass later. Cool. Beekeeper. It's a code word for somebody who used to be a CIA agent, and now he's not anymore. Coming up next summer, The Gardener.
The Beekeeper was a movie I have not seen yet. But it was interesting in the fact that like I know what it is as a Jason Statham employed man movie, and I was interested. But now I'm like, oh, but it was written by Kurt Wimmer.
Do they have any of them cocks? Trying to transport a cock from point A to point B. B is your butthole.
One thing I can give this movie over the original, and I mean only slightly. We talked about on the Patreon that the original did not have a very good score or soundtrack.
It's a very generically farty soundtrack.
And the score here is much better. It's still somewhat like rote. It's very generic in a way.
Yeah.
But it works really
Farty.
well for the scenes. It makes the action sequences a little bit more pumped up. Like the original had pumped up action sequences because they were awesome. This has pretty good action sequences that are pumped up by the music.
Well, that's the difference. This needed the help.
Well, the music was done by Junkie XL.
I don't know who that is.
Neither do
He's
I.
a producer, DJ type guy. So, we have a box office game, and it's a weird one this week. Budget, not surprisingly, $105 million, which seems high. You think modern movie, it's actually not too bad. But when you think about the fact that this shot over like a year in like 11 countries and 4 continents, it's actually a really good budget.
True. I'll give him that. Because you didn't pay any big name actors for the most part. I mean, Ray Winstone is probably pretty big at this point.
Ray Winstone and Delroy Lindo are the 2 names in this
That's
movie.
it.
But they did have a lot of world-class professional like extreme athletes. And I mean, I was reading a thing and it was like, oh, it was this surfer and this skydiver and this freestyle climber and all this stuff. But I'm like, I don't know these names. So
Right. That would mean
Neither
something
do I.
to the people they were trying to get with this movie.
Yes.
But so Point Break 2015 cost $105 million. I have domestic and worldwide, and I'm going to have them on 2 separate tickers because there's a reason. So, any guesses, wife? Domestic and worldwide?
I'm gonna say domestic. I want to say I want to be hopeful that they made their money at least. So I want to say 100.
Domestic
Yeah,
and worldwide?
110. I don't think anybody likes this.
I'm going to go
Jack?
opposite of Whitney. I'm going to say they made 50 million domestic and 200 worldwide.
In theory, Jack is correct. Number-wise, you're both way off. Domestically, this only made $28.7 million, which doesn't even cover the cost of flying the crew to fucking Venezuela.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worldwide, 133.7. So it did make its budget back. It didn't cover the spread, as it were. But
I won.
the world, I mean,
We
I
both
won-
lost.
I won worldwide. I said 110.
but the world wanted to see this more than we did. Maybe because they aren't as familiar with the original and they just thought it looked cool. I'm going to guarantee you, because again, they don't break this down by country from what I see, but like a lot of that's China. China likes our action movies.
Yeah, I was going to
especially
say,
at
this
time.
seems like a Chinese market where they're going for that straight action. And that's what America was doing good at one point.
I have to say I do like the concept of like the 8 levels of doing that, but like we said earlier, it
the
should
8
not have
the
been
8 whatever the fuck
8
they called
rings
it.
of enlightenment or whatever.
Yeah, the 8 challenge thing, 8 ordeals. It's kind of a cool idea, but the characters themselves and their motivations are so. It's like, okay, we want to do these 8 ordeals, but we're also
Why?
going to be eco-terrorists.
Yeah. It never really fully explained. I would have rather
They
the
did.
guy that's what about the guy that's sponsoring him, right? That has all the money. What if
Yeah.
he's actually a corrupt criminal that's trying to destabilize America?
That's exactly what was happening.
No,
But
he was
like-
just a rich douchebag.
He was a rich douchebag. Make him
Those-
a villain, like an ultimate villain. Like, yes, these guys are being used by him, and he's using them, and vice versa.
Bodhi's gang was the only ones who had ulterior motives. He was just a rich guy that was like, if I do this, extreme sports plus YouTube equals more money, question mark.
No, I think he has enough money. He wanted to surround himself with the coolest and best of everything.
But then why is he under 24-hour surveillance? Like he's already
because they are suspecting the gang, so they're watching. The guy's name is Al Farik. They're watching his places because that's where the gang is hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or they just wonder how he got his money. Like he's up to something.
Well, because they do attack all the ones that they're stealing from or whatever. It's all against the U.S.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's everybody that's ties with the U.S. That's why I was like, he's pissing on everybody else.
But
Like
that comes down to Delroy Lindo says these companies are all multinational companies that have ties to the U.S., which is why the FBI is interested. That's the only reason they're doing it.
Yeah, that's a
The FBI
mechanic.
involved.
That's a mechanic to get the U.S. in this movie.
Even though you could have just made him Interpol, but either way.
Easy. Nope, because you know what? You missed a fucking opportunity to say, I'm an FBI agent. I don't work for Interpol.
You are an FBI agent.
Yeah, we get that stupid callback. You're an FBI agent.
The one we didn't get, though, was Via Con Dios, and there was at least 3 opportunities for someone to say it to him. Mostly
Yeah.
Ray Winstone. Via Con Dios. Might have been just as bad as fucking Keanu Reeves' delivery. Oi,
So
Via Con Dios, mate.
When Bodhi goes and takes the last plunge, plunge off the
Leap
after
of faith
cliff.
or whatever fucking...
Yeah, he could have said it then.
Yep, that's
that
one of
would've
them.
been perfect.
That would have been
Via Con
fucking
Dios right off the
great,
thing.
dude.
Woo!
Yep.
So I have a bunch of alternate castings.
Okay.
I won't wait for you guys to guess all of them. One of them for Bodhi actually signed on to the movie and then ended up backing out before they made it.
Ooh.
The other ones are all just listed as people who were considered. And a lot of
2015,
most
right?
of them make perfect sense, honestly. For
2015.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito.
So for which character? I have some for both.
Danny DeVito for both. For Bodhi, we got Bradley Cooper.
No Bradley Cooper, but
Okay.
you're in the right ballpark of types of people for some of these guys at least.
Oh, is the
And
Lord?
some of them visually will be very close to what we got for Bodhi.
Joaquin Phoenix.
No,
I see that.
but I don't know if he's ever done an action movie.
He plays Joker.
Yeah, that's not an action movie.
Musical.
8 Mile.
The second one was a musical. 8 Mile.
8 Mile?
8 millimeter.
8 millimeter. Now I'm just picturing.
You better lose
Joaquin
yourself in the
Phoenix.
music the moment. Weezneek, Mom Spaghetti.
Mom Spaghetti. He's doing his Joker thing. So the one who signed on and backed out might have made your first viewing better, at least with your girlfriend at the time. It was
Momoa?
Mr. Gerard Butler.
Oh, Jerry Butts, dude.
He was
Jerry
already
Butler
signed
great.
and everything.
I've got to take this plunge, you know.
Dude, I like Momoa playing Bodhi.
Momoa
Yeah,
as
Momoa
Bodhi would have
was
been killer, but
just-
he's just becoming a thing.
Yeah, because 2015 was probably like around when. It was around when Game of Thrones started. No, it was a couple years earlier. It was like 2012.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
But he's still not like what he is now is Momoa.
Yeah.
You know,
wasn't
he
a
is a
brand
whole.
yet.
He's a brand now. Well said.
He was still doing a lot of stuff. He wasn't a brand, no, but he was.
No, he
in
did that
Baywatch
awful.
when he was a babby.
He did that
was
awful
when the
Conan reboot.
Hawaii-
Yeah.
Not his
I mean,
fault.
I don't know what's. Speaking of Jason Momoa, real quick digression. What the fuck is up with Jason Momoa's career? Because he's got Game of Thrones, it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
He's Aquaman, and he's in Fast X, and he's got all these big things.
Minecraft.
But then in between all of these huge movies, he's just making secret movies and TV shows that no one's ever heard of.
Yeah,
just
and they're
having fun.
usually genuinely kind of fun.
Like we just saw the new one. I think it's a Netflix one, Gods of War or some shit.
Oh no, it's Apple.
Where he's wearing. Is it Apple where he's got
Yeah.
the red like mohawk or some shit going on?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
also
yeah, I
got
have
Tamora
it.
Morrison in it.
I have it. It's Ancient Wars or some shit like that. I have it earmarked so I can watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll be
I
watching
remember
that
seeing it
soon.
and I was like, "What the fuck? Where's Jason Momoa? What is he doing? He's
He's
just
having fun. He's
Yeah.
He's Bruce Willising it.
Oh, we're gonna lose him
He-
soon? No.
he wants to do it before he's
Yeah.
gonna have to
Or
leave.
Nick Caging it.
Oh, he needs money? No. I think Derek mentioned some big money makers that he was in, so now he's like, I'm gonna fucking do things I want.
Yeah.
It's
You
just
know, and
funny
he's-
because a lot of people who do that do the big movie and then they use the time they want to do the little indie like art movie or the whatever. He's just like, no, I'll do your direct to fucking streaming action movie that doesn't have a
Yep.
script. Sign me the fuck up.
I think
I mean,
just
he loves
enjoys
He loves
being
the
it.
Samoan culture. He loves the Hawaiian. Like he's all about those fucking and the Maoris. And he likes working with Tamora Morrison. He played his dad in that fucking Aquaman flick. He was his father.
Oh yeah, he did.
Boba Fett and Jango Fett raised me.
So some other ones we have here, and the first one makes the most sense to me. Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Oh
Which,
play
yeah.
I
Bodhi?
mean, to play Bodhi. If you look
Okay.
visually at our Bodhi that we got, Edgar Ramirez, Tom Hardy would fit perfectly. Colin Farrell. Speaking of
Total fucking
Swat.
recall.
total recall.
Which you just had a lack of recall.
Hugh Jackman.
Oh, Hugh Jackman.
Whitney would have
Wolverine.
liked these next two, I think, maybe. One of them for sure. Jeremy Renner and Chris Hemsworth, both considered.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Why I love Renner better than Hemsworth.
I know, that's why I said the first one, definitely.
Renner's better.
Yes.
Renner's better because he can have a darker side. Hemsworth is
Yes.
you're too clean. You're too good.
He's either trying to be funny or trying to be sexy. He's not brooding.
He doesn't have to
enough
try
for
to
me.
be sexy.
And then the last one is a guy named Garrett Hedlund, which is a name I recognize.
It's
but I had to
Hedley.
look him up. He was the lead. He was Flynn's son in Tron Legacy. He's in like Four Brothers.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, he's in
A bunch of
Okay, I know
Troy.
Four Brothers.
He's
Yeah,
in
he's in
Troy. He
Troy,
plays
yeah.
Patrocles.
And then I have some alternate ones for Utah, which based on the visual of our actor that we got also makes sense. It's like they were just looking for a physical type, not
This scene from him reminds me of he was in Boston Legal, Pretty in Pink.
James Spader.
James Spader.
It's like if James Spader
It's like James
wasn't
Spader's
insane.
kid.
Yeah. I mean, we can get some. I don't know. Do we have Charlie Hunnam? Do we have Charlie Hunnam
Oh.
as Utah?
No, he's not on here because this was after his King Arthur movie, and he wasn't allowed to work anymore.
Oh, he shouldn't have. That was bad.
So Taylor Kitsch,
yeah,
he was
Gambit
Gambit in the original X-Men. They didn't
recently
really
was
use him
in
much.
Terminal List with Chris Pratt.
Yeah, visually, it's a similar thing. Sort of, it's kind of what I'm
Okay.
saying. You,
I
you, you would.
can't
He's one of those
picture.
guys you would know if you saw him. One that would have made it really fun for me, Nicholas Holt.
Ooh.
Yeah, Nicholas Holt. I mean, I don't
But
buy
he-
him having a wild side.
No, he's too
This guy at
nerdy.
least,
He's
like,
a
when
great
they
Did you
say-
guys watch
Lex Luthor.
Superman with me or not?
Yeah,
a
he was
great
fucking
Lex
manic.
Luthor.
He wasn't wild. He was manic.
He's sending other people to do everything.
I mean, the one good thing about this guy they got to play Utah was when they say like, oh, he's broken and he's looking for something. I kind of believe that. He looks broken and bored.
Yeah.
That's something I didn't like about the character too, though. Was like Keanu Reeves didn't have a lot of inner turmoil. He was just trying to become an FBI agent, whatever. And I get
Yeah.
what they were trying to do. They're trying to give the character more depth, but it all just seems so like artificial.
It was all for that. You got to follow your line, your path.
Yeah, it was when his friend
Also,
from
what a-
your Fire Country show fell off a
Yeah,
mountain.
Max
What
the
a
Road.
what a shift though, dude. Like I'm a fucking professional motocross athlete. I'm really good at it. My friend died. I'm joining the FBI.
Yep.
Nothing in between that? Like you don't like take a little time
Well,
to figure your shit
yeah,
out?
there was it was 7 years. You don't go to school for 7 years to join the FBI. He took a
You
few years
might.
off. He did cocaine and skydived a lot, and
Okay.
he lived through it. And so he was like, "Well, now I'll be in the FBI."
Oh, he had that like year of trying to kill himself, you know, like
Yeah.
fucking playing Russian roulette in a fucking Bangkok basement bar.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
We've all been there.
Guess
A couple
we have.
others that I think would work. Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Oh, he
oh,
played,
yeah.
I know that he was Zoom Zoom.
Yeah, Quicksilver.
Quicksilver,
in the
he was Zoom
Avengers.
Zoom.
He was.
He's been on the
Kick-Ass.
podcast for
He was on
Godzilla.
the podcast for Godzilla 2014. And then they had Chris Pine and Chris Pratt were both.
Oh,
considered.
okay.
See, Pratt, I could see. Pine,
This was the same year as Guardians, though, so it was weird. It's weird
I
if
did
they
say Star
considered,
Wars, by the way.
but it's weird if they considered Chris Pratt though, because he hadn't done this stuff.
He had already done Guardians of the Galaxy.
no Guardians of the Galaxy came out. In
So what it
2015,
is-
didn't it, or was it 2014?
2014.
Oh, okay.
Even
It
if
was
they
our
hadn't
first
seen
date.
it,
But it took a year to shoot
they
this,
saw
so-
they saw his glow up and they were like, "Oh, that dude's fit. He's going places."
yeah, and
fit
Chris
and
Pine
funny?
could work, but
Chris Pine could
you know. And I didn't catch them watching the movie, but apparently Gromit and Roach from the original are in this.
Roach. I caught
didn't even
Roach right
notice
away,
them.
which made me go back and look. He was like at the head of the fucking FBI table when they're all sitting around there. It is a blink and you miss it moment where he's like got a pen, throws it down. It's just scrolling. The camera goes across the table. So
Wait,
it is
what?
They're both deputy directors of the FBI, Gromit
Roach and
Roach.
Gromit from the original Point
Oh.
Break.
Okay.
Michael LaGrosse, which I think it's funny. Your name is LaGrosse and you play Roach.
Dude, halfway through the movie, I had to keep explaining who each one was. He's like, they all look the same to me.
I was like, wait, so is this Roach? And she's like, no, that's not Roach. That's Gromit or whatever. And I was like, well, who the fuck is that? And she's like, that's Chowder. And I was like, no, that's Roach.
Who is
right?
Chowder? Who the fuck is Chowder? I was going through the IMDb, and after all those weird names, this guy is just named Jeff. It's like, man, is that the Rosie of the crew? It's like, all right, man, we got Roach, we got Gromit, we got Chowder. There's Jeff. He's going to take care of the murder stuff. Jeff is a mechanism. If you set Jeff upon something, he will make sure to do it without getting blood on his boots. Watch out for Jeff. He's the wild man.
Okay, so let's talk about this movie.
Guess so.
And I guess I didn't finish doing my research because I didn't actually write down anything these people were in. But we talked
fine.
a little bit about Luke Bracey, who's the first one we see
Yeah.
here. G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Max
Apparently
Thurow.
he was in the Elvis reboot. Or not reboot. But
The Baz Luhrmann?
The recent one. Yeah, the Baz Luhrmann one. Oh, and he was in Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah,
That's a
I know
Jack
that
movie.
one. No, me and Chloe were just talking about it. It's Andrew Garfield. It's a World War II. It's got Vince Vaughn, surprisingly doing pretty well.
That's the Mel Gibson one, right?
No, it's Andrew Garfield.
No, but didn't he direct it?
Oh, he might have directed it. Sorry. Yes, I was thinking of the We Were Soldiers that like is him jacking himself off for the entire movie.
Yeah, he directed it. But funny
Yeah.
enough, despite being Cobra Commander in G.I. Joe Retaliation, Luke Bracey, this guy's name is his most known movie is Point Break.
That doesn't surprise me.
And my very first note is low rent Sean Bean. So like
Yep.
he said,
Yep.
I mean, in this picture you don't see it as much.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
But-
do. I see it.
It's a lot better in this one. Like,
That
that
was-
is
Uh-huh.
That looks like Sean Bean
that
from
looks
far away.
that looks like I'm watching Goldeneye.
One does not simply
National
walk
Treasure.
into Mordor. It looks like they're walking through the fucking snowy mountains right now to Mordor.
Yeah, we need some loop music.
Doodly, 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 doo.
Like,
I know it's not a loop.
But they're doing dirt bike
No,
stuff.
Louis.
It's him and his it's a little
I
guitar.
was doing your mom.
I was doing your mom.
You and your mom. My mom's interpretation of a blowy.
But
That's
him and his friend Jeff
old
are
joke.
doing dirt bike stuff. And Jeff, Whitney recognized right away, and I didn't have the heart to tell her because I knew exactly what was going to happen from making the intro.
Yeah, it's Max Thurow. He's from the Pacifiers, how we got his start, and then he's also in Fire Country. The Seal with David Boreanaz.
Oh,
Borealis.
Navy SEALs or just SEALs?
It's just Seal.
Yeah.
I thought that was a biopic.
He's a really good actor, in my opinion. He's a huge producer on Fire Country.
Should have had him be Bodhi or Utah.
Seriously.
His IMDb picture is from Fire Country,
Yeah.
and when you said that and I pulled him up, I was like, oh, I recognize that guy. I've never really watched the show, but obviously
Well,
you've been watching
maybe
it,
he
so
saw a fire down there, and he's like, "Well, fire down below. I'm going to go get that."
Are you looking for a movie podcast with deep dives, interviews, and thoughtful film analysis?
We ain't got none of that. What do we got?
You want to hold the bucket?
Right, I'll hold the bucket, sit in the
I'll
cuff
just stand
chair.
there with my. I will never blink. I'll just be there holding the bucket.
I will
like,
never blink on her drapes, most likely. You look like a drape jizzer.
R.I.P. That sweet, sweet pussy.
It is known that Jessica Tandy had the sweetest pussy in Hollywood.
If you don't know, Google it. Don't Google Jessica Tandy's pussy, you guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. Doom Generation.
Available anywhere you find podcasts.
Hey, mister, I got an extra $3. I was wondering if there's any way I can spend it.
Have you heard of Patreon?
Never heard of it. What is it?
You go to patreon.com/worstpeople, give me your $3, and you can listen to a bunch of stuff that's way too inappropriate for your age.
Oh, but I'm actually pretty old. I just sound like this. It's like the Benjamin Button thing. But anyway, I was going to ask you, what if I got my mom to give me a couple more bucks and I could, give you more money?
Oh, that's even better. You can get ad-free with $5.
$5?
You also can get access to Latchkey Vids, our TV recap show of forgotten 90s garbage.
Oh my God, I don't even know what that is, but I'm excited for it.
You should be.
So $5 is all I need, and I get no more of these commercials?
No more commercials.
No more commercials.
Oh,
you get
boy.
to hear us talk about a singing cop show and more.
Well, golly gee willikers, Mr. and Miss. Thanks for all the information. I'm going to go see if I can find a mom to give me $5.
Let's go beat that kid up and take his $5.
Oh, no!
Well, they're doing dirt bike pranks. And if you're watching on video and you saw our opening, it's the part where the dude is jumping his dirt bike onto like a little tiny mesa, which just seems like nothing could possibly go wrong.
Nothing could go wrong.
Well, what's your end game? Now I have to get picked up by a helicopter?
Well, they got a helicopter there.
Also,
Yeah,
why
but what's
couldn't the
the-
helicopter come get him?
I don't think it had enough time. I mean, he fell
Yeah.
pretty quickly.
Yeah, it was quick.
But Jeff makes the jump after saying he shouldn't. Beefs it. He stops just a little too far, and Utah's not strong enough to hold on to a motorcycle, even though he rides one. And
Should have
so-
gotten Chris Evans.
Also, put your fucking hand out. Like, he's just holding the handlebars. I'm like, you've
Hold on
got
to your
you've got the
buddy.
thing held. Now put your arm out. Let him grab your arm and let the fucking dirt bike go.
Yeah.
He's holding the brakes.
Yeah, well,
I don't
it's
know if he
his
is or
fault
not.
then.
I think
we
he
know.
is.
We know. Bodhi explains it. That was his line.
Yep. There's a lot of talk of lines in this movie, but nobody's
Yeah,
doing
and
any.
for once, this is like a very non-cocaine movie for us.
That's what they
For-
needed.
For once, we're like, man, this is like
Well-
fucking. They're talking about actual
Where's Tom
lines.
Sizemore?
There is cocaine
Yeah.
use in this movie. We just don't see it because Ray Winstone says at the party, he's like, "Oh, sorry, does this not have enough drugs for you?" When he's yelling at him after the party, and he's
Uh-huh.
talking about how FBI work is boring and whatever.
Yeah, real
we
FBI
cut-
work.
So that guy eats shit, and we cut to 7 years later, and we have Instructor Hall. Was John C. McGinley Hall, right?
That might be right. I mean, I don't see why they would
reused all
change
the
it.
names. Was it
Yeah.
Harp? Okay.
Because he's Irish.
So it's Delroy Lindo, who most recently, I think everybody on the planet has seen in Sinners.
Great in
but
Sinners.
Gone in 60 Seconds, Get Shorty. He'll be on the show in the future because he's in the core.
He's got a war
No.
movie I like. Is it Five Bloods or Six Bloods?
The Five Bloods. The
Five
Five
Bloods.
Bloods.
I
The
just
Five
really
Bloods.
like his persona and his presence.
He's
in
fucking
the movie.
tremendous. I suggest everyone look up the news interview.
The fuck just happened?
One eternity later.
What I was saying though is if you want, look up Delroy Lindo on a news program where there's a white dude complaining that the N-word is a double standard, especially in rap music. And Delroy just looks at the guy, he's like, you can say it. Say it right now. I'll say it with you if you want. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It is just the most intimidating. It sets it up. They're like, that's terrifying. That's a terrifying human being because he's not yelling. He's not breaking. He's like, go ahead. Say it. I'll say it with you. Like, oof, no, I got to go. I didn't wear my brown pants.
Right? No, I absolutely love that.
Yeah, he's great. I mean, Gone in 60 Seconds is where I fell in love with him.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the cop opposite Timothy Oliphant in that, right?
Yeah.
But he's not the head of the robbery division or whatever like in the original. He's credited as Instructor Hall. So he's actually like an FBI, like a Quantico instructor who's vetting people before they actually get accepted.
Correct.
And
This is
his
a
job here,
probationary run.
He tells Utah, he's like, I'm not convinced that you're an FBI agent. You have to show me. And then they start looking at the stuff with this diamond robbery and a little nod that actually kind of worked for me to the original. They have
I like
the guys
it.
on dirt bikes with the president helmets.
I like it. And they had the George Bush one had mission accomplished.
So
The
we got
Obama.
Is that
George
for
W. Obama, and then I don't think that's a
Putin?
president. I'm pretty sure that's Putin. Yeah,
He's a president. He's not ours. But yeah, dude, it worked for me. That one I liked because I don't want it to be an exact cookie cutter replica.
No, definitely
No,
not.
and references and nods are cool. It's just they have to be handled better than.
And I think that was done well.
That one was
Yeah.
good. Most of them are handled like you asked a 3-year-old to help you move a couch.
You asked a 3-year-old to pour a glass of milk.
A 3-year-old help you with your taxes. I need that.
But these guys steal a bunch of diamonds, and in one of the cooler stunts that doesn't really get a full-on shot, and I'm kind of disappointed. Like they show it real quick. These guys drive these dirt bikes out these windows, and then just like base jump parachute off the dirt bikes.
Yeah.
And drop all the diamonds on this like poor village or whatever, which is their MO. They do it in very shortly here in the big money heist that was in
So with this part of the movie, I'm kind of in. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
because it's exactly what we said. Like, share the fucking wealth. They are. They're
They're trying to-
redistributing.
They're grabbing your attention too in the beginning.
But the thing is, like, okay, when they drop the money all over the poor Mexican village here and very shortly, that's money. You can spend that.
Yeah.
You drop diamonds all over this place. What are these people going to do with diamonds? You take it to the pawn shop. That pawn shop has $48.
No,
This this
take
town
these-
is broke.
You
Like,
take these to the Congo, see if you can get you a fucking laser.
you know what? You can-
Diamond-powered lasers. You sell them to Mr. Freeze.
I was going with another one that's diamond powered. You can get your Fantastic Four. You can power your spaceship.
Yeah. Or just have some old guy steal it and sit with it.
Yeah, you just have to find Danny DeVito's cousin. That's what. So there's another podcast that we've been trying to work on getting on their thing. Good Beer, Bad Movie Night. They just talked about Fantastic Four 1994. Not
and did
fans,
they
by
not
the way.
like it? Oh.
Not at all. But
Hey, but that's what we need,
The
though.
girl on there,
Discussions.
Catherine, I want to say. I'm sorry, I don't remember everybody's names, but
That's a Whitney thing.
she had a really good one.
That
She
is
was
amazing.
like, "Oh, you mean the penguin's cousin?" That's what she kept calling the jeweler. The penguin's cousin, and I was like,
I like
yeah.
that,
That's-
Catherine.
yeah.
If that's your name, I like that.
Yeah, that's well done.
So yeah, we cut to the big stunt that was in the trailer, the thing that they showed a lot of, and it's within the first 5-10 minutes of the movie, is this airplane where they're all like hiding inside these panels. They come out, there's these pallets of money on it. They drop the pallets of money out, go skydiving down, and they cut them open and the money shoots everywhere, which is I have another one of these clips in our opening video because it looks
You
fucking
do.
cool.
It does. Again, I'm
obviously
still
the
in
money
right
and
now.
stuff is CG.
But Derek's like,
But-
what happens to the actual palette, though?
That was my thing. That's a big metal.
Oh no!
Platform.
I didn't think about that. Oh no! Some little kid's just picking up money and just gets fucking sheened
Like,
in half.
where's this big shadow coming
Was
from?
that Final Destination 2 where that kid gets the glass panel dropped on him and he folds it backwards? That's what I'm imagining. Some kid's like, "What?"
Smush.
It's a life lesson, kids. Don't get too greedy.
Darwinism.
Although that pallet would probably make it down before the money.
Yeah. I mean,
So
maybe
hopefully the
because
pallet. I don't know. It would just be like, I'm not gonna go pick up money if I see that drop.
they're surrounded by jungle, so maybe where they did it, the pallets will fall more straight down and hit the jungle and just
Okay.
kill like, an endangered panther or something. Whereas
Sure,
which they love
sure, much
Earth,
better.
so that's good. And the money will float a little further. And
It just beheaded an anaconda.
that's okay. Bodhi saw the movie Anaconda and he's like, I want to save the Earth, but not them.
Yeah. It killed John Voight.
So Utah makes the connection between Mexico, the Mexico money heist, the Mumbai diamond heist, and these pictures of these dudes jumping off of Mount Everest or whatever they're doing there. And he starts telling us about the Ozaki 8, which is 8 ordeals to challenge extreme athletes, and how it's not about, like, he figures out that their crimes aren't about money. It's about spiritual enlightenment and doing something else.
Giving
whatever.
back.
Yeah. He hasn't quite figured everything out yet, but he's like, they're not trying to make money. They're just trying to do these things. And then these pranks that they're pulling along the way happen to be convenient to help with their things.
Yeah.
Like the Mexico one, he figures out was that the Cave of Swallows is there, which is a real thing. It's a big, super deep cave. It's bigger than the Empire State Building.
You could fit
So
the
they-
Empire State Building in it.
Yeah, so they skydive down into that to become people, like the first people who went from air to underground while being alive. We saw terminal velocity. At least one person went
people
from
do it.
air to underground.
It's never been done that I've been told about. A survivor never told me about it.
And apparently the skydiving part was not shot in Mexico, but the dudes jumping into the Cave of Swallows and parachuting down was actually a base jump thing that some of these stunt guys did for real.
Nice.
Like all these locations, they went to these places.
Beautiful locations. I mean, that's
Beautiful.
At the end,
We don't find out what any location is until the end, though.
Oh my God, we'll get there. I'll talk about that when we get there. But the big one towards the end, the Angel Falls in Venezuela, real place. They really went there, but it was like the most expensive set that they had to build because even though the falls are real, it's all a protected area. So they had to build this giant platform to put like the tents and the camera equipment and all that stuff on top of so that they wouldn't disturb the nature.
ecosystem.
Yeah. So it was just like a giant military encampment, basically. But yeah, he gives the speech to all these FBI people who are disinterested from the beginning because he starts with like, I rode a dirt bike. And this lady's like, I have a meeting. Why do I give a shit?
I'm a motocross agent.
She doesn't have a meeting. She has a flight to Morocco in half an hour.
Yeah, because she'd be meeting up for some D. Trying to get my caboose rattled, girl.
I've been working for 2 days straight. I need my vacation. Thank you.
2 days straight.
He's talking about how the next crime is going to be in France because there's a big storm that's going to make super waves, whatever. Nobody believes him except Delroy Lindo, so he sends him off to meet Pappas, who is played by Ray Winstone.
How would I know Ray Winstone?
The Departed is kind of the biggest
Indiana
one.
Jones, the Crystal Skull Kingdom.
Yeah, he was in Crystal
blocked that one
Skull.
out.
He's in Black Widow.
I mean, Departed is his best role for sure.
Yeah, he's
remember
in.
Did you watch that Netflix show, The Gentleman?
We have not watched the show. We watched
Okay.
the movie, but
That's worthy.
we'll be talking about him again at some point. In a sense, he's in that Beowulf, Robert Zemeckis Beowulf movie.
Yeah.
The really awful CG one that a friend and guest Dustin loves and bought on VHS, which is probably the only way you can watch it and your eyes won't bleed.
Wild man. What a wild man.
Oh, Dustin.
So Ray Winstone takes him out to this extreme sports yacht party.
Sure.
Yep. It's like finding a needle in a haystack because it's moving group. It's the fucking water world.
It's a
It is.
flotilla.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or an atoll. I want to know a couple things here. What is your skateboard budget? You were doing a skateboard per jump. And then leads to my second question. Is there going to be some sea diving person many years later that finds like 20 skateboards at the bottom of the ocean? Like, what the hell happened here?
That's, you know what? After our current society collapses and we lose all of our history and another society comes up, hopefully not humans, hopefully like a better version,
Panda bears.
sentient
panda
panda
bears.
bears, when they start doing like ship diving and stuff and they'll find all those skateboards and they'll be like, this used to be not underwater.
This used to be dry
before
land.
the continents moved.
Wetland is a myth.
This was a skate park that was destroyed in the big final purge.
I can't believe in Postman Kevin Costner didn't say wetland is a myth. Great.
But basically they're out here because it's these giant waves. And I mean, it makes sense. I guess the waves would probably be bigger in the middle of the ocean than when they reach the shore.
I'm not a science, so I cannot argue.
But I love when Ray Winstone's like, he's taking Utah over there and he's going to go surf this wave to try to get in with the people. And he's like, you ever surfed anything like this? And he's like, I've surfed.
I've surfed. Anything
Also-
like this.
Utah was going for the wave, right? He was in front. He was first. And then in comes fucking Bodhi.
Well, they were
I
coming
think-
from different directions. I think they just showed us Bodhi second.
I think we're supposed to believe they're both going at the same time, but the camera just only showed us Utah.
Well, and it was like a
Because
race
everybody
thing. 'cause
else
it was-
agrees that he took it. Everyone else is like, "Oh, come on, dude, that was you fucking
because
snaked
Bodhi
him."
released first.
Yeah, when Bodhi gets to the wave first,
The jet ski guy's like, "Nah, he got it, dude. We're good." And he's like, "Fuck that," and let's go. And the entire yacht, like everybody at this little flotilla, is like, "Whoa, dude, don't snake him, bro. That's his line. Let's get some more lingo in here. It's a bodacious line. Don't snake him. Kind of a kook."
don't worry, it leads to the really, really wet fart ending of this movie. So this is when we meet Bodhi, played by Edgar
Slapping out of
Ramirez.
there.
As we mentioned, Borderlands, Zero Dark 30. He's in Jungle Cruise, which I have not bothered to watch. Maybe
Good.
one day for the podcast. And apparently he stars in a show called Florida Man on Netflix.
Florida Man.
And I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I might watch it.
I've heard good things. I haven't seen it, but I've heard good
yeah,
things.
Same.
So they're both surfing this thing, and it's actually working pretty well for a while. They're like crisscrossing and going over each
Yeah, I
other
thought
and
so.
doing this stuff.
I-
But
for a
Utah
moment-
beefs it.
For a moment, because I don't remember this movie, I thought it was going to be like just them in tandem was going to be their thing. Like, you snaked me, but it worked out real well, bro. Let's go
Right?
massage each other. Flick, 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 flick.
But like Utah beefs it, and Bodhi decides to save him, much like Lori Petty in the original. And this is
See?
why they fall in love.
Seduction.
It is.
There's someone writing the script was like, I could make him gay. I'm like, no, don't. All right, I'm just going to erase a couple different things. We're good.
The only person of the side crew that I wrote down the actor for is Roach. The guy's name is Clemens Schick, because we meet all of them here.
It looks like.
Yeah.
I wrote him down.
Looks like a
because
Schick.
He is in Andor.
Oh, yes. Yes. Because I did recognize it. He knows his character name. It's
Ham.
Ham.
And
oh,
it's-
and you go ham on
And
that.
it's funny, when I looked him up, I was like, who the fuck is Ham? He's one of the prisoners in Narkina 5.
Uh-huh. He's got like a 3-episode arc.
You know when they do they did character posters for a lot of the episodes, especially the arcs and stuff? There's even an Andor character poster of this guy, and it just says Ham in big red letters across it. And I was like, that's one of the best.
You better believe I'd have that at my house if that was me. Like, you walk in my door, I want you to see a picture of me in Star Wars with the word ham written very large above it.
Yeah.
We get you a framed one to put in your kitchen.
Ham.
But, he wakes up, they're all there, the whole crew, and it's like, someone says something about, no one, or I think it's Utah says, nobody's ever surfed anything that big. And one of the guys, not Clemens, whatever, Cochran,
Wallace
whatever that
or
other
Gromit.
fucking guy's name is. Oh, maybe it's Gromit. One of those guys. who
Gromit's
has
the littler one.
I think-
Chowder's
I
the
think
other
it's-
white guy.
I think it's Gromit.
Yeah, because Grom's like, he was going to.
Yeah,
fucked it up.
He almost did.
Yeah.
fuck
No
out
one's
of
ever
Chowder.
surfing like that big. He almost
Chowder's
did.
the one that's always giving him
Chowder.
the, like when they start talking, he's like, Chowder will show you around. He's like, no, the fuck I won't.
say Chowder.
Well, Chowder was
Chowder.
about to get laid, so
Yeah.
I don't blame him. This is when we find out about Al Farik, who sponsors them so they can be the first to achieve the impossible. And that's another thing this movie fails at. Like we talked about, again, on the Patreon episode, patreon.com/worstpeople. Pa-ching, send
Do
it.
it.
That the twist of the Nazi gang, War Child's gang there with
Yeah.
Anthony Kiedis, them being suspected and the FBI not knowing that it was Patrick Swayze's gang. That's not really a twist for the audience. It's more a twist for the script and for the characters. They don't
Correct.
even bother here. Literally right out
I
of the gate,
kind of appreciate
Bodhi's like,
that, though.
we're committing the crimes.
I kind of appreciate that though, just because it is the remake, so you can't do a twist. Not that the original one was trying to, but I think they're just like, look, we all know it's these guys. His name's Bodhi, so you know he's doing it.
He even says it at the end. He's like, all you had to do was ask me if I did it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just the fact that at the end, too, he's like, we always knew you were a cop. It's like, well, we were trying to save you or whatever. It's like, right out of the gate, you're like, yes, I'm committing the crimes, officer. Like, he didn't have to do all this stuff. He could have just busted you.
Yeah. But that's the thing. He still needed that enlightenment. Utah needed
Maybe he was trying to
to
build
find
some.
himself.
Yeah,
Maybe he's trying to
I guess.
build more of a case. But he did fall in love.
I do like Bodhi's little line here, though, because Utah's asks about why they, do all this stuff, for publicity's sake, kind of. And he's like, well, if a tree falls in the forest and no one puts it on YouTube, did it really happen?
Shut up. Like, share, and subscribe. Well, because Utah, his whole thing with the very beginning,
He's like, I don't really know you that well.
when they were on the dirt bikes before Jeff said goodbye to this movie, he's like, just think of the YouTube hits. So it is his life. So maybe that's what Bodhi, because Bodhi knows him, very much like the original one. He's like, do you know who you're talking to, Roach? That's fucking Johnny Utah. Except this time he's not throwing footballs. He's motorbiking.
That's Johnny Utah, Dirtbike Man.
Dirtbike man.
And we meet Samsara, who is the Tyler equivalent in this, Lori Petty, but it's Teresa Palmer.
Is a
I know
not
her from A
equivalent.
Discovery of Witches.
Fair.
So it's a AMC show. I think it's AMC.
It was 3
Sounds like it.
seasons.
Because I paid for 9 months of AMC Plus, thinking that Whitney was going to watch that show, and then she watched it once I got rid of AMC Plus. But she was also in Hacksaw Ridge, and she was in.
Okay.
She was number 6 in I Am Number 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I read that book, and that book was awesome, and I watched that movie, and I wanted to gouge myself.
I remember when that movie was
so
coming
pissed
out,
off.
and I saw the trailers, and I was like, "That looks really cool," and then it was awful.
Yep.
And then it
We'll
was
talk
not.
about it. We'll talk about it in one of these Junes.
The books are really good, though.
Not reading.
Jack doesn't know how to read.
Just memorize the shapes of letters usually.
Shapes of words for me.
But so she dives in the ocean. This is when he get that call back. He's like, "You are an FBI agent." Well, provisional, and dives in after her. And then they hold their breath for 11 minutes and swim through the ocean.
It's extreme, dude.
Yeah.
You've never done extreme swimming? This is extreme cuddling. Like, because they come up and they're just like, be here. Like, I see what they end up doing, which is going on. He's on his back and then she's on his stomach kind of thing on her back. But at first,
Like
it just
otters.
looked like they were like otters. But it did look like they were just going to like hold each other treading water. I'm like, you can kill me. That is not a cuddle. That's work.
Utah wakes up and Bodhi is just sitting there staring at his sleeping body, already falling in love.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's what you do when you're in love with someone, right? You just sit and drink coffee and stare at them while they sleep.
I don't know. Do you
Sure.
do that to me?
You complain this
Not
time,
anymore.
but the other 10 times I do
Are
it,
you
you
no
didn't say a
longer in love
word.
with me?
I'm still in love with you. I'm not falling in love anymore.
I used to wake up to him just like,
Weird.
I was still in bed.
yeah, creepier.
I woke up and I was like, this person's still here. She didn't leave and burn the house down on her way out like the last one.
Nowadays, with your guys' different sleep schedule, Derek just puts a camera, like a little fucking cell phone up at your face when you're sleeping.
But Utah wakes up and Bodhi's just staring at him longingly. And this is when he's telling him, like, I remember your reputation. You had a reputation for more balls than talent, but you lacked fear. And then today or yesterday, you lacked respect.
Ooh,
Yeah.
punch him.
Yeah.
Smack in the face with your words.
And this is when they get into the oft repeated, like, enlightenment thing. It's like, well, what are you after? And he's like, just something I don't know. Just all brooding. The broodiness of everything kind of kills it for me.
Yeah.
Well, and you can't have everybody brooding. Bodhi needs to be more captivating, charismatic, because Patrick Swayze was. You can see why those people were following him. This guy is just like, he's the leader, so we do what he says. Why? Because he's the leader.
Yeah.
He's also brooding, and then so is fucking Roach, and so is fucking Gromit, and so is Utah, and so is Ray Winstone.
And so is Wallace.
We do
The
find out
brooding
why
eight.
everybody follows him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the connection to Ozaki. That's not a surprise.
Not at all. I'm glad they didn't try and make that a twist, like when she's telling the story.
I mean, I felt like that's what they were doing. Like, it was supposed to be a big reveal, but, like, literally, because she starts... We're all over the place, but this movie doesn't really have much of a story. It's like...
It doesn't.
When she
at all.
starts, like, oh, Ozaki didn't die during the third ordeal. He died trying to pay back the Earth for whatever supplied or whatever, and he was trying to stop this whaling ship, and...
With his little dinghy.
Yeah, and they just crashed into him, and one little boy survived, and I just turned to Whitney, and I was like, it was Bodhi. And then it's like she has, like, 5 or 6 more lines, and then Utah goes... That boy was Bodhi. I'm like,
I think audiences were like, it didn't say he was Bodhi. Maybe he's not Bodhi. It didn't tell me.
Well, this is 2015. You have to assume your audiences are fucking idiots. That's what we do. That's what we do
coming
in
to-
movies.
They're coming to see Point Break, the remake. 2 of them.
We don't get one of those, and that makes me sad.
Nah, dude, at least have Ray Winstone eating some fucking meatball sub. Please.
Or he's like,
Two baguettes.
Go get me some kebabs. 2 of them.
Couple of kebabs.
Well, they're in Paris, right?
Yeah. Because British people like kebabs, and
Yeah.
They love the
British.
kebabs.
when I was over there, that's all you ate was either fish and chips or kebabs.
They like them
they're
Donner
Paris,
kebabs.
So I'm saying, give me 2 eclairs. 2 of them.
Escargot.
None of them.
But we cut back, and it's Papa's driving him home or whatever.
So I'm driving
And
you to the
Papa's
airport.
got to hang out at the party because he was the boat driver, so they don't know, or they do know that he's an agent, but everybody else didn't. And I just like his thing that when he's driving, he's like, man, that was some crazy, crazy shit, and I thank you.
All I saw was the bottom of my glass
Yeah.
and some really nice butt.
Because he was hanging out with two beautiful bikini babes and getting drunk. So
Oh yeah.
he's like, look, we didn't get anything out of this undercover mission that we just did for the case.
I got something. I got something for the case too. It's a case of herpes.
Keeps on giving.
looking at Ray Winstone, he was probably giving.
I will. I was gonna say I will always remember her because I'll have to. But no. He's the one giving. He's the one giving herps. Look at him.
But Utah's like, I overheard that something was happening in Paris tonight, so I have to stay and do whatever. So he goes to this shady warehouse. There's like
Fight Club.
flaming cars and it's like we're in Hardball right now.
I thought
It's
the same
Fight Club.
thing. I was like, look at
Yeah.
that. Burning cars do happen. Huh.
And
How do we
it's
let
like-
him know it's a ghetto? Light that car on fire. Good job.
It's like an underground bare knuckle boxing thing, except for I don't really understand what. Like, there's no money being made or
it's
any.
it's a fight club, but with looser rules.
Yeah.
It's a fight club that's just these four guys.
No, there was other guys. There was a bunch of other people there.
I think those were just homeless guys watching. Because it's
reverse
literally
bum
it's
fights.
Roach and
Somebody
Gromit
else.
fighting each other.
No, Roach was fighting somebody else. Gromit was standing there with Bodhi.
I don't know. Everyone
Okay.
looks the fucking same in this goddamn
Yeah, that's
movie.
what I'm
It's all just
saying, like-
generic dark hair, weird fucking tattoos, and some form of facial scar. What are you, Nazis?
Oh, these guys have the worst tattoos, all of them.
Worst.
It's all just like black ink flash art that's been randomly placed around their body.
Yeah, I had made that comment. I was like, if these were actual real tattoos, they would be done in a better way. They'd be positioned better. They would not be that black.
This is the only one I have where you can really see them of Utah if you're watching on
Like,
video, but they're
those-
just like randomly
Did
placed.
you happen to? Did anyone catch what his knuckles said? Because I swear to God,
Like,
one
take
hand said
challah?
kale.
Take
I'm like,
pale.
if this guy has kale tattooed on his hands, hate that.
I did read in
Oh,
the
maybe
trivia,
it was take all.
I did read in the trivia that they're upside down. I didn't notice because I didn't care. But
Yeah.
it's to where he can read it.
Yeah.
When he's on his motorcycle.
Normally you would have it where other people can read it.
Break. Go.
Stop and go. That is fan-fucking-tastic.
No, but they're all positioned incorrectly.
Keep talking. I'm going to see if I can find it.
And
But I don't know if this is true or not, but Bodhi's like, I told Utah to meet us here. Because at first he gives him a look like, the fuck you doing here? Because he says, this is a small world, isn't it? Or whatever. But then he's like, oh, I told him to meet us here. And then so Bodhi and Utah box each other, kicking the shit out of each other a little bit to,
Bodhi beats
to
Utah
enlighten
down.
Utah, I guess. You got to punch him in the face to enlighten him.
Too
Yeah.
hard to find. Well, this guy's used to probably being a winner, so it's just like Patrick Swayze and the other one was like, it's gonna hurt, but it's good for your emotional growth. He's like, you need to
Okay.
learn. You're not top dog. Watch this. Bam! I'm better than you. How's that feel?
So then they smoke a joint together, which is nice.
it's
That
good
is-
You
stuff.
can smoke a joint in PG-13 now. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, you can just say it's a cigarette. We know
Yeah,
it's
but
not.
they were going.
Oh, it's because they're in France. You have to smoke it like a real Frenchman from the under, like so. Yeah, mon ami.
And Bodhi invites him to join them on the Life of Wind ordeal. And one of the dudes, I think it's Chowder, is the one like they're all leaving, and he goes up to him. He's like, "Oh, I don't trust you."
That
I
was
guess
Chowder.
they're like Spanish or something, but
They're all different. Roach is French.
no,
Roach is Icelandic. The actor.
yeah, there you go.
The
I looked it up. I was like, that's cool.
The profiles said one of them was from Norway,
That
and
was
one of
Roach.
them was Norwegian, but born in maybe it was France or Spain or something like that. And then
Venezuela.
Bodhi is born in Venezuela,
And what about
which the real actor is born in Venezuela. So
Yeah.
it's-
I like an ethnically diverse cast. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, and it doesn't feel forced. It's just that everyone's generic. Give
Yeah,
me
they
something
just-
more, like maybe give him thicker accents.
I'd like to see Roach in some Viking shit.
All right.
He's got those like crazy big blue eyes, and I'm like, oh, you worship Loki, don't you?
I mean, he is the most distinct looking of the
You don't
group. but
worship
he also
Loki.
Can.
Worships
you
go.
pray,
No,
you
it's
pray to
mischief.
Loki. Yeah.
Keep
he's
him
got
away.
the scars and stuff, but he just has the most distinct looking face
It's
out
the
of
eyes.
the group.
Agreed.
Besides Venezuelan Tom Hardy, I could pick him out because he was the one that had a beard.
That's how you tell us apart too. Whitney's the one without a beard.
So yeah, they go to do this ordeal of the wind or whatever the fuck it was called. They hike up this mountain.
Give me the rock.
This is when one of the guys is like, they do their line, like the first one when Keanu says, "Great Point Break" there. But
Yeah.
this is the first time I wrote this in my notes, and I wrote it multiple times after this. It's feel the wind, and you'll hit your point, the point where you break.
Yep. Because they're like, well, we have to explain why this is called Point Break.
Yeah. I just wrote wet fart noise.
Yep. How many times you got that?
THRBBBBBB.
How many times you got that in your notes?
No less than 3,
Okay, that's about right.
maybe more.
Maybe closer to 8.
Well, this is already our second one.
Well, yeah, that's because at this point I was already thinking about it. It wasn't in my notes the first time. This is the point in the movie where I was like, and then I
Yep.
started thinking about it the rest of the movie.
Because we're like, what, 30 minutes into the movie now? Maybe 20?
Yeah,
And I'm
It's
still
hard
like,
to say.
okay, it's not bad. Like all the cool action stuff. Because I did want to bring back the joke that Whitney brought up where they talk about the
Brought a
rock.
joke up? Oh, yeah. You know,
I
where's
actually
the rock?
kind of enjoyed that.
I like
That
it.
was as
always check
like
your
a
back,
group
bro.
prank. That's funny.
Pass me that rock. What rock? And he looks in the bottom of his backpack and it's just this giant fucking mini boulder. And he's like, all right, that was good. You got me. Like, dude, always check your fucking pack.
It's like a 10, 15 pounder rock, dude.
Oh, it's a
You
big
know-
bite.
It was a big fucking rock. So they have this thing, and this is another reference to the original because they throw the rock off, count how long it takes to hit the bottom.
6 seconds
6
to
seconds
fly
to
or
fly or
splat?
die, which is, I think, a reference to the climax of the original.
Yep.
When he's like 6 seconds till we're meat waffles.
Yeah, that's right.
You should have used the word meat waffles if you can. If you can bring back the term meat waffles in your movie, you do it.
Yeah. He throws the rock, 6 seconds to meat waffle. There you go.
Did he just say 6 seconds to meat waffle? I think that's what he said. Oh my god.
And this is where they give him a little speech because they camp out, and he's like talking about the Ozaki 8 again. And he's like, Ozaki was trying to complete the 8 ordeals to bring attention to the fact that Earth is dying. And I'm like, to who?
Yeah.
The people on
How is-
YouTube that follow your extreme sports channel? Because
You're-
this isn't.
You're preaching to your own choir anyway, though. Anyone that knows this guy is an environmental warrior is already on the side that the Earth is dying. You need to find a way to make it more.
This is the way to
I mean,
make it more.
I guess maybe when Ozaki was doing it, because Bodhi was a kid, they say,
Uh-huh.
right? So this would have been like mid 90s.
Oh, that's true.
So
He
when
was 9
Ozaki
years
was
old.
doing it, people actually watched extreme sports like a lot. Like it was not just on MTV, ESPN, X Games,
Yeah.
all that shit. So like maybe at that time he could have brought attention somewhat. But it
Okay.
would have been to a bunch of fucking stoners who are like, that sucks, bruh.
I'm
And then
not
they
going to go
eat
protest.
they eat 3 bags of Doritos and throw it in the trash.
Oh man, hopefully some salsa verdes in there.
My next note right after that was, or some such pretentious nonsense. Mm-hmm. So
It is leaning so heavily into this fucking guru spiritual.
yeah. So they do this wingsuit thing where they jump off. At first I
Squirrels,
wrote
bunch
squirrel
of flying
suits.
little sugar gliders.
yeah.
This one apparently, this is one of the biggest stunts in the movie as far as like production.
It's one of the coolest looking fucking things too.
The longest glide.
They shot it for 3.5 weeks. It's in a place in Switzerland. I've seen wingsuit videos in this same area. I think this is a place
Okay.
where the people, because it's just the way that the ground slopes down and stuff. I think it works out probably.
Yeah.
But they did over 60 jumps and cut it all together to make this
Oh, cool.
sequence over 3.5 weeks. That's a lot of shit.
That is.
Oh, and I just noticed one other note because I had that earlier in my notes.
Dry fart noise.
No, the yacht that they're on
Uh-huh.
back at the Ocean Extreme Sports
The
Party.
one with the skateboard ramp? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real boat, obviously. It's called the Ocean Emerald, and you can rent it for only $100,000 a week. So,
That's actually that's
so
not
if anybody out there really wants to join our Patreon, get 500,000 of your friends to join.
and then we'll have you. We'll.
I'll
we'll
skateboard off
invite
that
you
ramp.
guys.
I'll skateboard right off that ramp.
Oh, I will skateboard the fuck off that ramp if we get if we get a fucking
You'll
100.
skateboard and land into an ocean.
If Patreon gives us enough money to rent $100,000 boat,
You'd have
Fair
to.
enough.
I'll
You'd
do
have
it.
to.
It's in writing. I mean, not writing. It's in video.
I can't skateboard.
Neither can I. I can stand on one.
I can't stand and move. Can I lay on one? And will
Yeah,
that...
you can luge.
We'll allow
Can
it.
I
We'll allow
luge?
it.
Okay, then I'll do it. There we go, people.
But yeah, it's a pretty cool stunt.
I would rollerblade
Also-
in, but that's how I drowned. You can't swim in rollerblades.
Yeah,
Put floaties on your arms.
That's how you make rollerblading cooler, is by putting floaties on your arm. I'm
And you-
afraid no one's going to respect me.
A flamingo waist one.
I was thinking
Yeah.
a big pink duck inner tube, but flamingo also works.
It's a big pink duck.
You know, with everything
Flamingos are
combined,
big pink ducks.
with everything combined, it kind of does make it cooler.
Oh.
I'll be damned.
As long as you're wearing Buttafuoco pants while you do it.
And obviously you have to have a joint.
I go, oh yeah. I'm gonna get my Gecko brand workout pants.
It is a really cool stunt. It is included in our opening
Pants
video.
by
If you're
Busey.
watching, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see that, or on Patreon.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to be posting that intro video on our social medias, so go look it up because you can see a lot of this stuff.
I like the way you get to see that fucking sprawling little mountain going out. It is fucking cool.
And I
It
mean,
is
there's that
beautiful.
point where they're going down over, like, there's a cliffside, and they're like, because they're obviously descending, and there's that point where, like, their feet brush the grass right before they get to the edge of that next cliff.
Whew.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Oh yeah, that was Utah's foot that gets the grass.
Is it?
Yeah, he was the
If
one
you just
in the
cut
blue.
the dialogue out of this movie, we can make it like what, 45 minutes?
It's stunt rock.
Yep. At least Stunt Rock knew what it was. Cocaine fueled nightmare.
It's funny though, because at this point, this was happening, and I was like, "What does this have to do with super waves in France?" Because I didn't catch that other wave thing was actually the challenge. I was like, "It's a big wave," but I saw bigger waves in Point Break.
They don't tell you that. And also when we do finally get because we're going to jump all over because we have that board that he figures out like the things, we don't get to see all the stunts. That's a stupid move.
Yeah.
Like he lists, he's like, oh, they did this, they did this, they did this. Okay. Show me
Well,
that.
we did see them.
We did see them.
'Cause
It
it's
was
it's the skydiving out of
Yeah.
the window thing, and it's
Yeah.
the skydiving into the hole.
Yeah, but there was at least one or two others he talked about that we didn't see.
I think it's
And
just
that's-
they need to do a better job of presenting them. So I said I would get to it later. I'll talk about it now. At the end of the movie, all of a sudden we get titles on the screen
Yeah.
that say where the location is. Hasn't happened for the rest of the movie. It only happens
Yeah.
for the last two scenes. What they should have done if they were going to do that, one, if you're doing it at the end, do it throughout the movie. It doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
Yep.
But two, you could have been like Ordeal 3, The Life of the Wind,
Perfect.
Switzerland, or whatever. Like, it would have been stupid, but it would have helped me to understand what the fuck I was watching.
Yes.
I agree.
Agreed.
I agree.
And also, I mean, they show the board with the names of all the ordeals. That's great. That's an hour and 20 minutes into this hour and 44-minute movie. They should have showed us the list of ordeals at the beginning.
I mean, Gone in 60 Seconds at least did the board thing the right way.
Or I was thinking, Billy Madison, just have Utah cross a name off and start putting lipstick on all crooked.
Glad I called that guy. But yeah, they do the jump, and now they're all like at the top. Bodhi likes Utah. The other two hate him.
Yep.
At the bottom, they're all like, "Holy shit, we went through this together. We're friends." Much like
We're
the
now
skydiving
brothers.
sequence.
Oh, I don't
in
think we're
Point Break.
friends. We are family.
We are, because that's what we cut to next is family.
And you think they're going to like say grace or something, but what they're doing is like, all right, everyone hold hands because you can do whatever non-denominational worship you want. And we just always end on family.
But they're drinking wine and not Coronas because they didn't want to get in trouble for copyright.
Derek had made
Also,
a
you
comment
can't get
at
Coronas
this-
you can't get Coronas in wherever they are now.
Oh, I guarantee you can.
Where do you think they are? Switzerland?
Yeah, when I was in England, all anybody was drinking besides me at the pubs was Budweiser and Corona.
I'm going to Google it.
So tourists.
No, the locals.
Ooh.
I was the tourist
Oh, that's
drinking
like
the
us
British
drinking
beer.
their
Can you get Coronas in Switzerland?
I was the local, or the tourist drinking the British beer, and the locals were all drinking bottles of Budweiser and Corona, except for my ex's uncle who lived in Ireland. So when he came over for the wedding, he was drinking Guinness.
All right,
and he
I'm
was-
only 2 years wrong. As of 2023, you can buy Corona in Switzerland.
okay.
So Derek had made the comment at this part of the movie, like everybody must fucking stink.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it was her hat that made me think of it because anybody wearing that hat stinks.
Or that armpit up.
But like these people are just running around doing this shit. I mean, I guess in between they're going to like Alfaric's place so they can shower. But this one, they're sleeping in this bombed out farmhouse.
Yeah, this
so,
is
like-
this is Switzerland. There's a hot spring under every house there, I'm pretty sure.
But her just wearing that fucking like big beanie thing that goes over her hair.
I can
was
smell
like,
patchouli.
Anybody who wears that smells like patchouli or like
Frankenmers.
a Frankenmyrrh.
Frankenmyrrh.
Frankincense?
Gold, frankincense, and myrrh?
Yes.
Or lavender.
Old Frankenstein with myrrhs.
But it's one of those ones where they've got all that shit on and you still smell the BO.
Yeah.
So
That's a strong, that beef's strong.
this is when he starts trying to heal from Jeff. He's talking to Bodhi about like Jeff died, or maybe it's her. It doesn't matter.
It's Bodhi at some point. That's when he's like, no, that wasn't you. He followed you because that was his line.
And then that became his line.
Yeah, and it's
all
Chekhov's
over the
line.
place.
It's Chekhov's line because at the end of the movie we have
Gromit.
who
I can't
follows
see
the
your
line
line.
that he can't see.
And then he
Yeah.
dies.
That's the wettest
Maybe.
fart of death in this movie. But so life of ice.
Wettest
Sixth
fart of death. God. Rest in fucking pictures. Tony Todd is rolling over in his grave right now. He's like, I could have killed them all so much better.
I'm doing a better job of labeling these than the movie, by the way. This is Life of Ice, the sixth ordeal.
No, you're doing a job of
Oh, they're
labeling them.
snowboarding.
It's not even a
Yeah,
better job.
it's-
It's just a job.
They snowboard down Death
And
Mountain.
then we also get a voiceover right here. Utah's talking to us, the audience, like,
Oh, yeah.
Chowder finds the point but couldn't quite find the line. I found the line.
Wow, I totally tuned that out.
Yeah. I'm like,
I
why
guess
do
it's
we
him
just
making
have
the
some
report.
Oh,
But cut back to that. I don't know. Not well directed.
yeah. Like I
The
said, it was
snowboarding
just
part's
a
cool.
random voiceover.
The snowboarding part's cool because they're all like, we don't see a line, we're gonna have to go somewhere else, and you get that fucking pretentious horse shit. Utah's looking down, he's like,
It's
I see the
beautiful.
line, and it's beautiful.
That reminds me, there's a line from, I think it's Terminator Salvation. It's the one that has Common in it, where he's like, I see it, and it's beautiful. It's just a wet fart of a line that's always stuck with me from that movie. And now,
Well.
here it comes crop dusting on over to the podcast.
Well, it'll
Just
crop dust us
queefing-
again because we'll
just
talk about
queefing
that
its
one
way
day.
down the mountain.
Queefing its way.
But they reach a cliff and they're like, all right, this is the end of the line. And Utah's like, fuck no, and keeps going. And I think it's Bodhi that's like, we'll never, or no.
Chowder.
Gromit says, was it Chowder?
He's like, this is where I died,
One of
man.
these fucking
One of them.
fools is like,
One of them says it.
well, he's like, we're never going to finish what we started if we die on this mountain. And Bodhi's like, yeah, but it'll be fucking cool. And so
It'd
they
be
go down.
Fucking awesome, dude. No, it won't.
And Chowder kind of unceremoniously eats shit and just tumbles off a mountain.
Yeah,
And, but then it's Utah that's like, we gotta go fucking get him.
I kept waiting for like a parachute to open and him come back
Same.
out. Like, I don't know. It was just like a.
I guess
is he really dead?
That's the ordeal extreme part of it is like you don't have the safety net there. You know, you're
Okay.
doing this crazy snowboarding thing. If you did it with a parachute, you're not really putting your life in the hands of Mother Earth or whatever
That's fair. All right, you're doing some work.
shit. Yeah, Utah is the only one who seems upset about it. He's like, we got to go get him. And they do end up retrieving the body. But even when they're sitting there afterwards at this fucking nightmare chalet that they go to, this fucking horseshit modern sculpture with glass windows in it. Like, this building is disgusting. But like when they go there, he's sitting there brooding and being sad, and everybody else is just like, fucking party, bruh. Who cares?
Should have called him Broody.
So they do have a funeral pyre. I'm assuming Chowder's body is in this box of wood,
Yes.
which is a pretty cool way to. You guys feel like building a Lincoln log house of wood and throwing me in it? I'll take that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know I'm going the way of William Forsythe, man. I don't ride a motorcycle, but you can strap me to one and light me on fire.
Oh,
don't forget to put a
joint in my mouth.
We'll put you in a bar stool.
Build a bar around me and
On-
light that bitch on fire
On rollerblades.
on rollerblades. That would be sick.
Goodbye, fruit booter.
Oh, I guess he really was a flamer.
So Utah's trying to push. He's got to get something for the case. So he's like, I see a lot of taking on the way to enlightenment, but what's being given back? And they still don't tell him. But Samsara kind of sells everything
Trust
out.
me,
He's hanging
I'm
out with
giving
her.
back.
See, he did ask right there.
Yeah.
Fucking
But he wanted
liar,
him to
Bodhi.
learn it. He's taking him on a journey for
Liar,
emotional
Bodhi.
growth, a journey with Ernie.
But this is where we talk about a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter. Like Ozaki would have hated this party. He always gave something back. Sometimes he did something simple, like plant a tree. Sometimes he did something more complex, like taking Samsara in when her parents died in an avalanche, because that's important. Because Ozaki's a
Drop.
character. And then they tell us
Well,
a
we
story
need
about
her.
the whaling
She has to have
ship
dead
and all
parents. Got to have
Well,
dead
yeah.
parents.
that, because
Tyler.
Lori Petty did.
Yeah.
So we find out the stuff about Bodhi and the whaling ship and all that jazz. And he's going to complete what Ozaki set out to do with action instead of ideas.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they
Maybe
fuck.
explain that the companies that he's been taking money from are hugely like environmentally dangerous. You know, maybe
Yeah.
make that statement. Like, oh, this
I mean-
oil company, oh, this mining company. We do see them take out the mine, which makes perfect sense. But like
Yeah.
the money from the airplane, tell me that money is going towards strip mining the Amazon.
Well, and that's the thing. They have the diamonds, so I guess I can understand that one. The money doesn't make any sense. It was just a bank. I mean, banks are evil, but like,
Sure.
but like those things were just like pranks. Those were stunt pranks.
yeah,
Yeah.
stun price.
That the gold mine that we're gonna get to here shortly, like literally right now, is straight up eco-terrorism. Mm-hmm. Like they are murdering, if at least dozens of people. To do
I mean, they
this.
try to get the people out of the truck, and then they're like, well, I gave you a warning shot.
Yeah.
I mean, Utah's the only one who really tries, but
Because he is an FBI agent.
he wakes up to these texts
Almost.
from Pappas, and he has to run off to him.
It's been 12 days and I haven't heard nothing from you.
Yeah, we've
Nice
been
Winston.
watching you. I know what you've been getting up to, and he's got photos of them fucking.
Yeah.
I've already
He's like-
jacked
He's
off
like,
to these
"Thanks."
a couple of times. You can have them. Just wipe the sticky off them.
You don't want this one.
I've made a wank on each one of them.
But
And
then he immediately goes back, and they're
You've
like,
been gone for a day.
I'm like, what? You guys are still here? We're like, what? Johnny Utah disappeared, or Utah. I don't know if they ever say it's Johnny. Utah disappeared. We'll just wait a day.
Well, Roach is
The
really
whole-
pissed.
Yeah, but not pissed enough to do anything about it. They're just
Nope.
like, you've been gone for a day. Anyway, here's your backpack.
Well, so Bodhi does answer his question from the night
Did he check
before.
it?
He's like, it's time to give back. So they go off. They have a buttload of C4, and they're going to this gold mine to liberate the gold, not steal it.
Liberate it.
Yeah, because they don't think what they're doing is illegal.
They're
I
like,
mean,
we're going
really
to put
what
it
the-
back in the earth. I'm like, this doesn't actually do that. You're just
Well,
putting gold under rocks now.
That's their plan, though, is just make it like these guys already dug it up once. They can dig it up again.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think that you killing some of their employees is going to stop the people who run that company from coming back and getting that gold?
Nope.
These are probably indigenous people that were well underpaid anyway, if not being taken advantage of. They can find more of those. You can always find an indigenous person to take advantage of when you're a corporation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
not that
that's-
we condone that.
No,
No,
we don't
but
condone it.
I think that's if you look up corporation in the dictionary, that's one of the qualifications, is taking advantage of
Who's our vice
indigenous people.
president?
Oh, God,
Vance?
Vance.
J.D. Vance.
Doesn't he have that in his book?
I don't remember. I listened to the dollop about it. We will have to watch that movie, though. It's out. It's on Netflix, I think. It came out like 5 years ago.
What movie?
Redneck Diaries or Hillbilly Journals or whatever the fuck. Based on his book.
I didn't know they made a
How to
movie
take
out of
over
that.
the world?
Oh, they on the dollop episode about J.D. Vance, he talks about a lot of that information came from the book, and then he's like, they're making a fucking movie out of it. Directed by Ron Howard, by the way.
Oh, my God. More like Red Howard. Because he votes red,
but
not
yeah.
blue.
So they attack the convoy.
And he's a communist.
These two,
he's a redhead.
the other two guys drive up a mountain and set up the C4. There's a really cool car crash. They smash into this Range Rover and like push it off this thing, and the production threw a real car off of a real ledge, and this thing just fucking flips.
We
and
love
tumbles
that.
and smashes into. I mean, by the time that thing reaches the bottom, it's a chassis. The rest of that vehicle is gone. It's cool. That's some credit I can give. Like, that was a lot of the trivia was obviously from an interview or maybe a commentary or something that one of the producers did. And because it was a lot of like whatever I don't remember his name, but whatever this guy did, he said, I was trying to make a movie with real stunts, people in danger, like getting away from CG. They use CG as minimally as possible. There's a
Yeah.
couple of points you see. the avalanche that
Well,
happens
which-
right here, obviously the avalanche is CG,
Yeah.
but the dirt bike riding is real.
The avalanche is the one thing I was like, all right, it doesn't look amazing, but also I get why you had to do it.
It's life threatening. Like you
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, you can't.
Oh, that's
throw people
that's
in front of an
land
avalanche.
changing. Like you can't
Yeah.
just orchestrate a land avalanche, especially
can't- you
snow.
can't
We could
plan where
talk about a
everything's gonna fall.
snow.
Yeah,
But that kind of what you just said speaks to, I think, how bad this script is and how dry and flat everybody is. Because we always talk about give us a modern movie with real stunts. And here it is. We got them. And we are liking
Yeah.
that aspect of this movie. But it's just everything in between has been like, here's
Trash.
Utah and fucking The Wanderer. It's like, I don't care. I really don't care. Here's
I don't-
Bodhi talking about why they're doing I really don't care.
the
I would've
character I,
much
know the
more-
best at the end of this movie is Utah, and I don't know anything about him.
Uh-huh. I know a lot more about Ray Winstone than anything else. Oh, I like drinking cocaine, giving herpes, getting herpes, you know, the upsy downsies, the in-betweensies,
11sies.
11sies.
But then so Wallace.
Oh,
and
I've
Gromit
already had
parachute-
herpes. What about second herpes?
What about the high five?
Wallace and Gromit base jump off this cliff. Utah runs off to save some of the mining employees, and Bodhi sets off the C4, and that's when the avalanche happens. Right before that is when Utah gives himself up. He's like, "Freeze, FBI! I can't let you do that, brother."
FBI, kind of. I'm on a probationary period. I don't really have the time to explain it to you. Okay, fine. So my boss at work doesn't think I'm really fit for this job. He thinks that I'm having like a midlife crisis because my friend died, and so I'm working for them. If I can arrest you, I'll actually be a full flow. That's coming down really fast. We should probably get going. If I can arrest you, though, they will make me an FBI agent, though. They will make me FBI, but right now it is probationary. Please come with me because that mountain is bearing down on us very fast. Like I said, I am an FBI agent, kind of.
Freeze, Quantico.
Citizens arrest, technically.
But yeah, they do this it's a really cool dirt bike chase down the mountain. And that's when they get to the bottom of the mountain here, and he tells them, like, all you had to do was ask, and then they zoom off and chase through the forest like it's fucking Return of the Jedi.
Yep, Redwoods and Endor.
They kind of smash into each other and crash, and this is another point where I have wet fart noise written down, because it's the ripoff of the can't shoot him because he loves him so much part from the first movie.
When you shoot, you don't miss.
There's other times you could have done this. This just feels like they were like, let's shoehorn this in somewhere, because it's like they crash. He's not really injured, Utah. He's
Right.
just laying on the ground, and Bodhi's already standing up, so he pulls out his gun, doesn't shoot him, but there's not really a pause. He just kind of like points the gun at him. Bodhi runs away, and then he fires it in the air, and he doesn't even go, ah! Ah!
Yeah.
He does go,
But he
ah,
doesn't
but
get
only
that
fires
second
it
one.
like
That
7.
second one is important.
I do understand you have to put it in. But you just said why this one doesn't work. Find somewhere else to do it. Find a better way to do it. But you have to do this, right?
So instead of the stupid twist during the bank robbery that's coming up, you have it actually be Bodhi, and then you have it during that. As soon as that bank robbery happened and the chase started, I was like, here it is. You got Utah on foot chasing a dude
Yeah.
on a dirt bike. This is the moment you could have done it. So, but
That
either
would've
way,
worked well.
he tells
much
him,
weller.
he's like, but right before he does the fire into the air, he's like, we knew you were a cop. I just thought I could save you.
Every day, man, you're on your way to your work in your fucking metal coffin. Just dying on the freeway.
In your fiberglass coffin.
The metal coffin. How Body Farms started.
Oh, nice.
I just finished.
Talk
that
about the
episode
dollop.
yesterday.
Oh, I was like, what?
Body Farms. Derek's like, I don't think I own Body Farms on 4K or Blu-ray. Body Farms. Oh, here it is.
Blood delirium, blood sucking freaks, blood beat, blood bath, blood tracks. No Body Farms.
Oh, man. If
Lot
you
of
would have
blood.
said Blood Farm, I would have given you points.
No, the next one is the Boogeyman.
The dancer?
Yeah, it's a movie about a monster that just dances people to death.
You can't tell me you wouldn't watch that. Oh, no, he's doing the mashed potato.
I bet you'd be a great monster.
It's Footloose, but Kevin Bacon is actually a monster.
You know why dancing's outlawed? It brings out the monsters. The monster mash. It's in the song.
I watched something where that was the plot. If you danced, it brought out the monster inside of you.
Yeah, it's called Footloose, dude.
Continue.
Makes you a fucking monster. All right, it is Sinners. You play that blues music and the demons come.
Dude,
The devil- yeah,
kid,
that's the
I just
devil's
got
music.
goosebumps thinking about that scene.
Dude, that
What they
Irish
don't tell you
vampire.
about the fact that it's the devil's music, it's just because the devil really likes it. It's just really good.
Yeah.
It's not that it's
I mean,
an evil song. It's just that Satan likes that blues rock.
The devil has lost many a music battle to humans.
Which, hey, come on. I've heard the devil went down to Georgia, man. The devil wins the fuck out of that every time.
Even in the Primus version.
Yeah, especially in the Primus version.
Yeah. Great music video for that, by the way. Stop motion. Awesome. Claymation thing.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway, he reports back to Pappas and Lindo, and he's like, I tried to stop him, but he doesn't see these things as crimes. He sees them as offerings and da-da-da. And we get the same thing from the original. It's like, no, you're getting too close to this shit, so we're going to do something about it. They freeze all of Al-Fareeq's assets, and this is when Utah's like, they're going to do this either way. Things are going to get ugly. And I think it's Ray Winston. It's like, ugly's what we do.
We do ugly best.
Yeah. And then
If you don't think we do ugly best, watch. I'm going to put my junk up against this window, and as Sir Mix-a-Lot said, put them against the glass. You're going to love it. Oh, look at that. It's like a smashed up worm with a cantaloupe. I only have the one.
With a cantaloupe.
Oh, it's
You might
been
wanna get
swollen
that
for
checked.
days. I've
might
been
wanna get
banging
that checked out.
prozzies. Oh, I had someone feel around yesterday. Then they went up me bum.
this is one of the moments, I noticed it a lot, but this really had made it stick out to me. This movie geographically is very confusing, like a lot of modern globetrotting movies, because here he's reporting to Delroy Lindo and Pappas. They catch these guys on closed circuit cameras. They're in Italy. So
Yeah.
this FBI station is set up in Italy because they go, look, they're about to rob this bank, and then there they are. So like, why are they in Italy? Was the mine in Italy? I didn't get
Oh,
that
I
from
couldn't tell
anything they
you.
said. That's again would have been useful. Italy.
George
Right at
Lucas
the bottom.
fucking style cards.
Yeah.
And I'm not always into name tags like screens on the screen. You can have characters,
But I do need
tell
it,
you
though, right now.
in this movie you need it,
Yeah.
especially when you decide to use it shortly.
Yeah.
But I love this fucking tippy tap computer guy. He's like, well, it's Saturday. All the banks are closed except for this one branch on top of a mountain, and no one would be crazy enough to rob that. And I'm like, do you know what case you're on?
Right?
Yeah.
I don't think he does.
First day here. Yeah, he's just like, I heard you guys are looking for motorcycle guys. I found motorcycle guys. I don't know why they all have parachutes.
This guy hasn't been watching the movie. We need fucking little guy. Little guy.
Martin
Come
Short.
Dark helmet.
Oh, Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis. We need Rick
I was
Moranis
thinking Michael
to,
Pena.
No, we need Rick Moranis to show up and pop in the fucking VHS tape so this
Michael
guy can catch
Pena
up.
as Gromit would be way better.
No, just Michael Pena is this guy. Okay, check it out. So you haven't been paying attention, but these guys, they jumped on a fucking airplane, jumped a bunch of cash, piles of cash. Then they fucking put the diamonds. The diamonds went everywhere, man. The fucking crazy diamonds. Then they buried the gold, right? They put the gold back in the earth. Insane. Just have him catch you up a little bit.
Yeah.
So they do go to catch these guys doing the robbery. The local cops start shooting first. I had to look it up because the side of the car looked like it said something like carbonara, and I was like, "Is there other cops named after pasta?"
Yeah.
But it's something similar to that. But it's like they're like the SWAT of Italy. They do like
Okay.
military operations.
So pasta
as well
is
as,
SWAT?
Yeah,
Got it.
the SWAT and people with
Swapsta.
carbonara.
I mean, you know it's not American because as soon as these guys came out with their guns, we would have lit them up.
Yeah.
Well, and
One of them
the Italians are the ones who start shooting.
Yep.
But they don't light them up. They give them some time, then they pop off a shot, and they're like, "Hey, ow, ow, ow! I'll shoot back. Stop tagging me with your fucking bullets. This bulletproof vest it still hurts."
There's a shootout. Pappas ends up hitting Roach, and then Utah kills him. The guys throw off some smoke bombs, and they escape. Utah chases them down, and they jump on this like sky tram, whatever they're
Yeah,
called. Yeah, one of them things.
Hey, you name it right, dude. They fought for tram rights.
And like I love it because the one we think is Bodhi that he's chasing hops on this thing as soon as it's going and shoves someone out of the way.
I was like, that's not Bodhi. That's a
Utah
girl.
runs up to the roof, jumps off and onto the tram, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that.
But it's when we're on the actual tram that you can clearly see that it's not Bodhi. This is like the Punisher that we watched, where it was like, well, that's the girl.
Yeah.
Like, because they're wearing all black and motorcycle helmets, but I'm like, well, Bodhi doesn't have tits.
It's as convincing as when Val Kilmer dressed up as a woman in Willow. Funny, yes. Buying it, no. Not a woman.
But he kills who he thinks is Bodhi, but it turns out it's Samsara, and now he's very sad.
Oh, and we are supposed to be.
And we are supposed to be.
Not one Bernie knows.
Just a couple of fucking dry queefs came out of my eyes.
And at the bottom of this tram station is a train station where he gets out.
From tram to
Bodhi.
train.
They're staring down at each other.
And Bodhi looks really sad.
It does the train going by and Bodhi disappearing thing. But I'm glad they didn't imply that he grabbed onto that train. He had a dirt bike next to him. Yeah. And when the train went by and then he was gone, the dirt bike was also gone.
Yeah.
The train goes by and it's just him with a bloody stump. It's like, I shouldn't have tried that. That ripped right out of the fucking socket, right at the shoulder. My God.
Also, though, why didn't
you can
that
take
train
me in
stop?
now. I'm bleeding.
This is a train station.
Yeah, he was.
Don't trains
express.
stop at the station?
Not all of them.
Not all of them. It's like a bus. I was waiting on the number
That wasn't
7.
his stop.
This was the number 5.
Trains are all on the same track. I think every train on that track should be stopping at the train track.
No, this was a
station.
rich person's train. They don't stop for poor people.
This is the train from what's the movie? Snowpiercer. This is the train from Snowpiercer. It doesn't stop.
They looked at this guy and like, well, they only stop if there's somebody at the station. Like, he's got a motorcycle. He doesn't need us.
No bikes
going.
on the train.
The other guy
all
over
the-
here is just looking at him longingly. I think we should just keep going. It's gonna be more dramatic if we do.
Speed up. He needs to get to him.
We need to give this guy actually a chance to disappear behind the train. I think they're making a movie. So all that's left on the list now, first time we see the list of all the 8 ordeals, are 7 and 8 and 4, because he'd saved Utah instead of completing 4,
Which
which
they
is the
have to
first time
explain.
we learned that that's what happened.
Yep.
And finally I was like, oh, my other note doesn't make sense now, but it does.
Well, because they
I
didn't make
know.
a big deal. They didn't make a big enough deal about how big that wave was. Like, yeah, they're like, oh, no one's ever surfed it that big. He would have. Okay, move on. Be like, no, you understand that wave only comes around every fucking 7 years or whatever it is.
Yeah, because he says the storm is like a once-in-a-decade storm, but I'm like, okay, but it was sunny out while you guys were surfing, so I'm not really sure. I don't know.
The storm is further away. That helps the swells where it's
Yeah.
safer, because you can't surf in a storm.
So
We're going to find
We
out.
learn.
The last 2 ordeals are the Master of 6 Lives and the Leap of Faith or some shit.
Yeah.
Blind Faith something. Master of 6 Lives is like a freestyle rock climbing thing, and the only place that he could go, because it's out of U.S. jurisdiction, is Angel Falls, Venezuela,
His home.
which is also where he was born. And he's like, this is the only place we can get him, because that 4th one, nothing will happen to cause the big waves like that for years.
Yeah.
So we can't wait for that, and nobody knows what the 8th ordeal is. It's a mystery. So we have to catch him here, even though it's Venezuela. So they go off to Venezuela.
Illegally.
Oh yeah, because they have no jurisdiction, no extradition, no nothing. They're not even like an agreement, so they got to smuggle him in. Citizen's
Yeah.
arrest.
We got Bodhi and Gromit. As we mentioned earlier, Gromit says he can't see the line, so Bodhi's on his own. But then Utah shows up, and Gromit's like, well, guess I'm going to climb it.
Why? They can't arrest you.
Well, you could.
I was hoping for a fight when he's like, "Oh, that's Bodhi's line. Cool. I'll just fucking scrap up a little bit to give him
Yeah,
some time."
it would have made more sense for Gromit to go fight Utah and try to stop him from catching Bodhi. But then we don't have a way for Gromit to die unless Bodhi just murders him in cold blood.
Exactly.
Cool.
Because he did murder Roach,
'Cause
but that
everybody
was in a
does.
shootout. So
Right.
Everybody does. He didn't murder Roach.
No, he's the one who made Pappas hit him, but then Utah took him down.
Oh.
Because he was about to start shooting. He was getting back up and pulled his shotgun and pointed it at Pappas or somebody, and so he fucking took him out.
So Papa's doesn't die in this one.
No.
No, Pappas made it.
No. That's something they have over this. If I liked this Pappas, I would have liked that he lived.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, because Gary Busey died in that other one, and I was very sad about it.
yeah,
Very
I would,
sad.
that's
He's
the
scared.
Pappas
I was
we want
more
to live.
sad
To live.
I was more sad about the Buse dying than I was about the Wanderer.
Who?
Sesamaroso.
Exactly. But yeah, so they both start climbing. Gromit is having trouble, of course. He can't get a grip on this last one. he keeps reaching up and he says whatever, and then he just, I'll see you soon, and he just lets go.
Vaya con Dios!
And here
Another
we go again.
Via con Dios.
Well, you know what could have also been the effect? Because who could care?
Yeah.
Like, this is the most undramatic death.
He could
He's
have
just
tried to
like,
take
well,
out.
fuck it, bruh.
I almost said Hunter. He could have almost take out Utah.
Yeah, tried. But let's fast forward a little bit. So then now we got Utah chasing Bodhi up the mountain, or the cliffside. Sorry, not a mountain. And they get to the top, right? Cool. That ordeal's over. Now it's time for the secret one. He figured it out. It's the leap of faith or whatever, blind faith. You got to jump back down where you just came from into the pool. So wouldn't Gromit just be down there in a pool?
He had to get up and then go over to the actual fall because they were off to the side.
Okay.
Like, he was climbing up where, like, directly below him was the ground they had been standing
Yeah, there was
on.
like 20 feet between where Bodhi was standing when Utah got up there.
Okay.
20,
Yeah.
50 feet.
So even a wetter fart.
The freestyle climbing or whatever it's called without the ropes and all that stuff. It's crazy. It's cool to see, but does not make for a very exciting chase scene. This is the part where I went and looked up who was doing the music because I was like, this music is doing a lot of the heavy lifting in
It
this.
is.
Yeah. Because
It makes this much more exciting. Like, it's cut well here, and everything, but it's just like it's two dudes very slowly climbing up a mountain.
It's one of
Or
the
a
slowest
cliffside.
chase scenes you can get.
Yeah, I mean, this is slower than a white Bronco.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, they get to the top, and instead of saying Vaya con Dios, which he should have said, Bodhi says, I'm not done yet, and just kind of falls backward into the falls.
The Via con Dios works so fucking well here because it's like you are just putting your life in whatever God's hand that you believe in.
Yes.
Also, you know what language they speak in Venezuela?
Oh, is it Venezuelan?
Spanish?
I'm guessing Russian.
Oh, it's the act of ultimate trust. I have it written here.
Sure.
That's what that's called. So not the trust fall. That's like a business camp trip.
It is a
fucking
trust fall, though.
exercise.
It is a trust fall.
It's
it
the
might actually
ultimate
be
trust fall.
the trust fall.
Well, it's the pretentious eco-terrorist way of saying trust fall. The act of ultimate trust.
I think that's farting when you got a 50-50 brewing. The ultimate act of trust.
You
Thank
have
God.
you have a really bad flu or something, and you're like, I got to fart, but I don't really want to get up. The act of ultimate trust. Whoop! I failed.
I lost
shit
that one.
myself.
Via
this
con
is-
Dios.
I look
Via con
over-
carne.
I look
Sorry.
over at Derek and I'm like, is this a coffee river that they're in? Because of all the heavy saturation, the water's so brown that it fucking
Because
looks like
the surface of the water looks blue, like water, clean.
Wait a minute.
And
Are
I
we-
get that it's a river, and it's probably dirtier because it's a river. It's got dirt and mud and shit.
It's right off of
You
the
called,
fall.
you called it a coffee river?
Yeah.
Are we posing that like Juan Valdez has a Willy Wonka style area
Yes.
in Venezuela?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where he
Just-
gets the coffee.
that's where he
Coffee
gets his
just
cold
running
brew.
down. There's Oompa
Yeah.
Loompas around here helping him out. Love that.
Yeah, they're called fish.
Oh, sorry, language barrier.
They're actually native to the land.
I was gonna say they're
He
just
didn't
they're just
kidnap us.
they're just called locals who are being taken advantage of by a large corporation.
If you're wondering what we're talking about, C Corporation and Dictionary.
So Papas gives Utah his badge, and he's like,
Oh,
"Oh, he figured out
fish
the act of
tricky.
ultimate trust. It was diving off the whatnot and everything."
So, question. Has Bodhi completed all 8 then?
No, he still has
Not
to do
yet,
the
'cause
wave.
he has to go do 4.
No. Oh, not Bodhi. Utah.
No, because he
He
wasn't
needs-
on the first 2.
Nope,
Yeah,
on
he
his
didn't-
own. On his own fucking.
Oh, is that what you think
'cause
he's
he
done in the
does
7
motorcycle
years?
But
shit.
he never dove into the Cave of Swallows.
That we saw.
And he also didn't fall off this waterfall voluntarily.
He dove and followed
No,
Hold on, listen to me. Dove and followed Samasosara under some coral reef thing, holding his breath for 11 fucking minutes. And
Yeah,
then
but
back
that was
up.
like the act of ultimate trust thing is like
No,
he-
not
he did-
ultimate trust.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. He didn't do the last one technically because he didn't jump off that cliff or fall off on purpose. He tried to grab Bodhi.
Either way, if he wants to complete it, he has to go do the first 3 heists that we saw. He has to go do those stunts on his own fucking time.
Well, he has said that he had done he had parachuted or done something, jumping out of a train, and then
Yeah,
yeah, but these are specific locations and things that they're doing.
That's because that was their line.
So
Yeah, but he hasn't done the
So
Cave of
Zaka's
Swallows thing.
That's
least,
the only
so-
one that, because you have to go from sky to underground,
Yeah,
right?
something like that.
if
yeah.
one of the challenges is putting your gun in the air and going, he's got that.
Just like that, though. You can't put any emotion into it. It's just,
It's
My
called the
best
active-
friend.
the active Keanu Reeves.
The 8 wet farts.
So
You
this
must
is the
complete
first
all
time
8
we
of them.
get titles on the screen of
yep,
a location. all of a
17
sudden.
years later.
17 months later. Cortez Bank. 17 months later.
Oh, I thought it said years.
No, it's months.
I was like, damn.
And
looks
it's the only
good.
only
Right?
location title we've got in the whole movie, which I took note of here because I was like, what? It's Bodhi out on this little fucking dinghy, heading towards some big waves. Utah gets dropped off by a helicopter. They're talking about how
Sneaky style.
he's like these are 100-foot waves. We're 150 miles from shore. You can't survive. I'm taking you in. Blah blah blah.
Isn't that what makes it beautiful?
Yeah, isn't it so beautiful? And this is my path. Let me complete it. And I'll see you soon, Utah. And then Utah just latches back up to this chopper and goes up. And Bodhi goes out, does his thing. This little CG character drowns. There is a moment in there of a real person surfing. There are shots of someone surfing. But the far shots and like obviously the parts where he eats shit and everything, it's not good CG, but I'm not gonna rip on the movie too much for that because most of this has been real.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I do
Also,
like the
I need to
helicopter. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I have to say, from what I've learned about helicopters from one of my regulars, they would not fly in this. Period.
Probably not. I mean, it would be like maybe if they were trying to rescue somebody, but this is straight up like, we got to catch this bad guy. No, we don't.
Even Coast Guard won't do it.
Well,
Yeah,
and
we don't have
that's-
to catch him.
that's my thing here. This ending is so much more than the original because
think
even
just-
though it's the exact ending, it's like let me go hit the big wave, whatever. Like it doesn't have the gravitas and it doesn't make any sense because now he's endangered himself and this chopper pilot.
Which Jack was about to say something about the chopper pilot.
Yeah.
Well, the chopper pilot's like, where to? He's like, home. I just think, I don't know where you live, dude. What do you mean home? My home? Did you want to come to my house?
Yeah.
But like in the original, he lets him go, and the Australian police are like, "Why'd you do that? We'll get him when he comes up." That's not Australian, but it's fine. And it's like crikey,
Yawaika.
and he walks away, and he's like, "He's not coming back." Whatever. In this one, this chopper pilot's like, "So just take you." I'm gonna file a report when I get back. You know that, right?
So
And
you
I'm
had
gonna
me
say
fly
he
out
had
here.
he had his hands on him, and then he was like, "Sure, go ahead and kill yourself," because unlike the original one, also there's some chance that maybe he makes it to shore, he survives. This guy
Paddles to Old Zealand.
puts his boat at full speed, jumps off, and surfs this wave. Unless he's planning on riding this wave 150 miles to shore,
Right.
there's no surviving this. So it's like this chopper pilot's like, we could have just not done this.
Yeah.
The gas and my hazard pay is coming out of your check, just so you know.
Also, this is Sunday. This is overtime for me.
And then there's one last thing, another title on the screen for no reason really. You know what? I know why they gave us the title. It's the Wasatch Mountains, Utah,
Oh,
He went back home.
and he starts snowboarding, and it's credits. I was like, are we gonna have a whole thing here? No, he snowboards down, and there's credits. Thankfully,
Thankfully. Ugh.
So I'm just going to quickly say, don't bother watching this. It was very boring. The end. Full stop.
Jack.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a way to watch it, but not really. Like, it's not good enough to be a good movie. It's not bad enough for what our kind of enjoyment is. The stunts are fucking dope. So, I mean, like, if you could just put this on without the plot and the talking,
Yeah.
much better
Okay.
fucking way of doing it. So if you can find this for free and you just want to fucking turn your brain off and just, watch something, it's there for that. But it's the lowest it recommends.
Yeah, so you would call it a soft recommend?
Soft, flaccid. It's a wet fart of a recommend.
I mean, I'm gonna say big no recommend, but I can agree with, like, you could put this on with music kind of thing. It's just
Yeah.
that the in between scenes get very long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if someone's got a YouTube supercut that's just
There
all
we
the
go.
stunts,
I'll
I would recommend
stunt
watching
rock
that.
shit.
Maybe I go and like screen cap this whole movie, and then I'll just cut out all the talkie talks, and
There you go.
I'd watch that.
because it's just something you can put on. The stunts are really cool, and they are real stunts done by real people.
The
There's
girls' butts
obviously
are nice.
some. There are nice butts. They're nice boobs.
There's nice boobs.
They are. The stunts are minimally assisted by CG, but it's never really the stunt itself, except for the surfing at the end. It's always the stuff around them, the money and the money drop thing, the avalanche in that scene. Obviously, those things are CG, but like the stunts are cool. It's just that the movie is nothing. On Letterboxd, I gave it a 1.5 stars because I was like,
That's about right.
despite these stunts being really cool and somewhat exciting, the desaturated look of everything kind of pulls away from. If you had some of these colors, like when they're diving into the jungle and stuff, it would be a lot nicer if these were like real colors. And the plot and the script and the acting are just barely there. Mm-hmm. It's like one of the most incompetent scripts ever. It's just built around having extreme sports, the movie. Like you guys said earlier, and like Whitney said, it's like stunt rock.
Yeah.
I would rather
And-
watch stunt rock because the in-between scenes are fueled by pure cocaine.
Yes.
And we can turn our brains off
They have
pretty
a
well in this
wizard.
podcast. And why is there a wizard on stage?
You know what? Point
Fighting
Break
the
didn't
devil.
have a wizard, so Stunt Rock does. Actually, I might have given Stunt Rock like 3 stars. So
But yeah, we can turn our brains off pretty well and enjoy some fucking schlocky schlocks. That's how
Yeah.
bad this rest of this is. The talkie
So
talk
I
bad,
recommend
schlocky
Stunt
schlock
Rock.
good. Yeah, sounds like it.
I gave Stunt Rock 3.5 stars.
I liked it. And I had all of Jack's caveats. I had some greenage, I had some drinkage, and I had all three of my friends.
all 3 of them.
Well, I
Me,
had-
myself, and I. No.
I had
She had
candy
a
with
cat.
me.
She had a dog with her.
But yeah, I mean that movie, which you guys don't know what we're talking about, but go look up Stunt Rock. At least
Just watch the trailer. Just watch the trailer.
It's like this, but the stunts are less
But on crack.
adrenaline fueled because they aren't extreme sports stunts. They're 80 or late 70s stunts.
Yeah, they're actually movie
But
stunts.
it's the same thing. It's a series of stunts with a barely feasible plot tying them
Did
together.
you say it's Australian?
Oh yeah, it's Australian as fuck.
Yeah, egregiously.
So next week we continue Skytember.
Ooh, what do we got next week, baby?
Well, we'll be completing the Major League Skydiving trilogy
Oh,
with Cutaway.
ow! Look at that Baldwin.
We got one of the Baldwins there,
Stephen Wolf.
Steven.
The
Dude, I am
Rodman,
not- I am
Tom
not
Berenger.
naming today. Thank you.
Rodman and Behringer.
Yeah, Tom Berenger, Dennis Rodman, which we'll have 2 weeks in a row because we have Dennis Rodman in a movie the next week too.
I'm excited for that one.
This
That
is
is
a
such a
made-for-TV
wacky
movie,
movie.
though, and it actually looks. I found it on YouTube. I think.
Oh, I
and
didn't know it
looks
was a
pretty good.
made-for-TV movie.
Oh yeah, it's a TV movie.
Oh, okay. Can't wait to talk about it.
And then check out our Patreon, of course, at patreon.com/worstpeople. At the $3 tier, you get our monthly newsletter. You get archived episodes. You get Han
Click
Took
this
Shots.
link here.
You get Han Took Shots first episodes, early, ad-free, uncut when we do the 2-parters, and you get a mental health episode. And this month's mental health episode, which we've clearly, obviously discussed a lot today,
You can tell it stuck with us.
is 1991's Point Break. By the time this episode is out, that'll be available, so go check that out. And you know what, guys? You don't just get the episodes from this month. Like, I don't want, if anybody doesn't know how Patreon works, it's not like you're paying $3 a month and you get to hear that month's episode. We have over 46 hours of content on Patreon right now.
Oh, yeah.
You pay $3 a month, you get access to almost all of it. But if you pay $5 a month, you get access to all of it because you also get Latchkey Vids, which is our TV recap show
gun.
about 90s forgotten or never known 90s television shows. And that is available on the $5 level, as well as ad-free episodes of all of these main feed.
What was your first episode?
What was my first episode?
Yeah, what was our first episode? Was it December 5th?
Tammy and the T-Rex?
Was it December 5th, 2022?
Something like that.
It's on the VCR on the Latchkey
Oh,
Vids.
yeah, I did put that on the VCR.
I just saw
Nice.
that. I'm sorry. I love your little Easter eggs.
They're called testicles.
They're not that little.
This month's, they're huge, like cantaloupe. This month's
like a
episode.
kumquat.
This month's episode of Latchkey Vids will be about Cop Rock, episode 9,
Woo,
Marital Blitz.
Ow.
We're coming up on the end of that, but we have plenty of more content coming later. And there's other stuff that comes up on Patreon. You get
Hope you like Kevin Sorbo. Not
you get
as a
drawings. No. But you get drawings. You get to help choose episodes. You get all kinds of stuff
not
on
Kevin
Patreon.
Sorbo.
So, nope, not Kevin Sorbo. If Kevin Sorbo played Raiden, though, I wouldn't watch that.
I don't know why I get them confused.
I don't either.
But that's
Ones. Go ahead.
it. Oh, well, I also want to thank Evasion for providing our opening and closing music. We have a new video and song for the beginning and the end right now.
Still Evasion.
It's
Still
another
a banger.
Evasion song. It's called E for Ephraim. You can get it on their Spotify and all that stuff. So go check those guys out. Thank you guys for tuning in. I've been Derek.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Jack.